Congratulations if you are tuned in tonight with me, and I have two lovely co-hosts. I have Chelsea Ray to my right, and then I have Abraham.
As many sons, so many
Kevin,
sons.
I don't know, to my left. To my left.
What's good, people?
You know, I've been calling you that all day today. Have you
It's-
noticed that?
Uh-huh.
I even said that. I was like, yeah, I talked to Abraham earlier. So, you know, these are my two lovely co-hosts tonight. Give me a heart and a thumbs up and share, and let me know that you are here. And before we get started, everybody, how was you guys' weekend?
My weekend was lit.
Okay, our weekend was lit.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I can't complain.
You can't complain. Did you go to church Sunday?
I did not.
He did not go to church Sunday, y'all. So we're gonna get into what are we gonna? We're gonna play the growing up black acronyms.
Acronym edition.
So you know, last week a lot of us had gotten our black card revoked, and it's okay because we deemed ourselves
Right.
and was able to get it back, and then got rejected. But it's all right, you know. We're gonna try this black thing today, right?
All right.
So I don't know how this goes, but Kevin does. So I got to swing it over to Kevin.
So pretty much the producer is going to read off some letters, and we need to figure out what that acronym means based on how we grew up.
Okay. I'm for it.
All right?
You ready?
Yeah.
Why does everybody see?
Look, I'm not trying to get my black card revoked.
I'm not trying to get mine revoked either, and you know, like all of that. So let's see how this goes.
Black acronyms, y'all.
All right, y'all ready?
Put y'all
I'm
thinking
ready.
caps on.
All right, put your thinking caps on, black acronyms, and we're gonna go there and get it going.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Back to you.
GYAITGDHBIBYMFA.
Get your
What
ass in
the
the
hell?
goddamn house before I beat your mother.
That's right.
Wait a minute, sir.
Wait a
Wait
minute.
a minute, wait.
She gets black points for
I'm
that.
like, wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. That's
a lot of letters,
so.
y'all.
Read it off one more time.
Yeah, that shit was so confusing. Try that again.
All right, so it was GYAITGDHBIBYMFA.
And how did you know what that was?
I'm black. That's how I knew I'm
Oh my
black.
gosh, I didn't catch that. How about you? So are we allowed to write this down?
We
What
can't-
letter did
we
we
gotta-
do? Did he lose y'all at? I feel like he lost y'all at about letter 5.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, I thought we were supposed to listen to it and then figure it out. Or the way my brain set up, I'm trying to figure it out as he say each letter. G, B, get, go. You know what I'm saying? Grow.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write it down because that was a lot.
Yes,
That
that
was
was
a
a
lot.
long ass letter, you guys. Give me a heart and but let me know you are here because that was confusing. We're gonna see, you know, if we're black or not, right? Because I need to see it on paper. I'm one of those silver learning students.
Oh Lord.
Straight up. All right, what's the next one?
All right, here goes the next acronym.
Okay.
DILLBBTF.
DILL
BBTF.
B.
BB. What?
Do it look like?
DLL.
Do it look like?
DILLBBTF.
Do it look like I beat bitches up the fuck?
Don't. look-
Nah, You
I
close.
think I know this one.
you super
I think
close.
I know this one.
What is it? What is it?
Do I look like? Do I look?
I thought he said DLL, not DIL.
DILL.
Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool?
Yeah.
I know it's something. That's why I was like, hold up. It was the BBs that was really like,
You gotta write that down.
yeah, it was the BBs that was messing me up.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Look at me violent, beat bitches. Oh Lord.
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
This
that
might not
was
be
a
the
tough one.
game for me.
That was
This
a tough one.
might not be the game for me. I feel like this game is for people who will be on social media all day.
No.
Or who don't know how to text. Who texts,
A straight acronym.
yeah, like, I don't know, because my daughter does that shit. And I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Like,
So, like, you gotta talk to me regular, okay? I don't understand it at all. Did y'all catch that? DILLBBB.
DILLB.
Brazilian butt.
Right, that's all these people heard. Brazilian butt lift. BB.
What's the next one? I want to
All right.
roll.
Yeah.
The next one is ADMMSIA.
Hold
Hold on.
Oh, I know it.
R-U. Say it again.
ADMMSIA.
All you motherfuckers need to sit on your ass.
Nope.
A-D.
You all the way up.
M-M-S-I-A. Do y'all know that? You know.
Ooh, I know it.
Do y'all know what that stands for?
I know it.
Adam Sear.
And don't make me say it again.
And don't make me say it again.
Not breakdown. Not you gotta break it down. Oh, we gonna be here all day.
Yes, because I don't know this stuff.
We're gonna be here all day.
All right.
It's full sentences.
All right, let's move on along to the next one.
To the next one.
It's DILLOOYLF.
Okay, one more time.
DILLOOYLF.
Wow.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
No.
Do I look like
There's
one
no
of these
G.
motherfuckers?
Do
I know y'all
look
gonna
like-
get this one. I know
Wait a
y'all
minute,
gonna get
Do
this
I
one.
look like one of your little friends?
Yeah.
Your little friends.
She
Do I
is
look
on
like one of your friends?
She is on the ball. Shanice said all those BBSs is confusing. Yes,
Y'all gotta write it down at
y'all
home.
gotta write it down because at this point I lost all my black community card because
That's funny.
I don't know this. I don't know these. I don't know this.
The loose?
Yeah, I don't know if they can see it.
Duluth?
They can see it a little bit.
What it say?
When you hold it up.
So what's the, yeah.
All right, let's go to the next
I
one.
need to read these from the beginning.
YMTYGH.
You make
No.
what is it?
YMTYGH.
Young mother.
No.
I don't think it's too much cussing. All
All
right,
right. YMTYGH.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, so I know the last one is house. Maybe.
No.
What?
Okay.
YMTYGH.
GH.
Do y'all know that? Do y'all know what that is? I think this is.
Oh!
Come on now. Let me see.
I know it.
Your mother? Is it
Your
your mother?
No.
You must think
Think.
you grow, huh?
Oh God!
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Where's the hump?
You must think you grow.
Look, I
H.
don't think this is the black edition. We don't use all these damn letters.
I don't understand that. Like that is just too complicated.
You
You must think you grown.
Oh,
You
this-
must think you grown,
Okay, so
huh?
maybe the
Well, this one gonna be real good.
All right, what's the
All
what's
right.
the next one? This is for people, y'all. This is for people who just text letters.
That's it. A whole conversation
I
with the
don't fucking
alphabet.
text like that.
This one look like an African name.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
Like, for real.
Obagu.
Listen, it's SIYFTYTJOAB, comma, YG, yeah,
Karma.
comma,
It must be. Or so if it's a comma, it's two phrases.
Y,
Okay.
comma, YGJ.
Okay,
Are
one
you
more time.
writing this down?
One more time.
All right, one more time. SIYFTY,
SIYFTYTJ
TJOAB,
B
comma,
Or a bitch.
YGJ.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Oh.
I'm just a vessel.
Now tell
Yo.
me your mother ain't never say this to y'all.
My mama ain't never said that to me.
I'm quite sure she.
She definitely said
so
this
you
to you.
being a follower.
See?
No.
What?
So if your friends decided to
No,
jump
Mr.
off
Ryan.
of a building, you going with them? You going to jump?
You close, but you like change the letters.
If your friends decide, where you see a D?
It's an S. Since.
Decide is what you said.
Oh.
So say it again, because you close.
Since.
Oh wait,
since-
can you read this? I might have edited this.
See, that's what I'm
We
telling
need
you.
a commercial.
Your friend.
If your friends.
Yeah.
What is this?
After the F is a
if
T.
your friends think you...
No.
So if your friends
Correct.
tell you to jump off a bridge, you gonna jump.
That's it.
She is black. A little bit.
Yeah, that took a little.
Yeah.
I needed the finger.
Yeah, that's all you just had to count your pounds. You know, the other letters. That's all you had to do. Just had to count them.
I needed that.
Ooh, this is getting tough.
All right.
Yes.
Here's another one. All right. YGMM. All of these are like sayings our mother said.
You gonna make me.
No.
So, now, we talked about this last week, Candace.
YGMM. It's a saying that your mom.
We talked about this one
There's
last
food
week.
in the house.
You close. You close. It's like charade.
You got that
I'm weak.
Uh,
Y'all doing pretty good.
So I got 2 compared to her 12.
yeah, you got 2 out of 30.
That is horrible.
Yeah, 2 out of 30.
I'm not as black as I thought.
No.
All right. Here,
You
But
gave
y'all
me
re-
some color.
I know, but remember we found out last week that y'all said I was privileged.
Yeah.
I was privileged.
Definitely
We
privileged.
found out she was raised in the county.
Yes, I was privileged, she says. What's the next one?
All right, the next one. SOMGDD.
SOM
GDD.
SOM.
And
Someone.
GDD.
What is that?
SOMGDD.
SOMGDD.
Some of y'all men got some good goddamn
Can you
dick.
give us the O?
Yeah, that might be.
Some of men got
Good
damn dick.
SOM.
Good
It
damn
has
dick.
nothing to do with penises.
Carry on this round.
SOMGDD.
Oh, I know. Okay.
So,
This is more like a grandmother saying when she trying to keep the air in the house.
shut my
Shut my
goddamn
goddamn door.
It's close. So it's
Shut
stop.
my. Y'all
Stop.
switch words.
Stop opening my goddamn door.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I say that shit now.
Stop opening my goddamn door.
I say that all the time. Give me a heart and a thumbs up, y'all. Are y'all keeping up? Did y'all know? Have y'all gotten y'all black cards revoked today? Because I just found out that I'm not black.
All right, y'all ready for another one?
Yeah.
IHYKTS.
I hate you.
No. IHYKTS.
I hope you kill.
What? Where you
Okay, so
mind
say it
at?
one more time. So one more time, producer.
IHYKTS. WLYKTS.
I hope you know the story.
It's close, not story.
I hope you know the shit.
Not the.
I hope you know this shit
Not this.
won't last. I hope you know this shit.
Not
won't-
this.
I hope you know that.
Not this.
I hope
you know this is not this.
I hope you know that shit won't last.
Not shit.
Well, wait a minute. I'm not gonna say that. I hope you know that stuff.
Not stuff.
I hope you know that some.
No.
Song.
I hope you know.
At the end.
I hope you know that song won't.
No.
I hope you know that song.
No.
No, I hope you know that school work like you know them songs.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it.
Okay. I like that one.
That's a lot of letters.
That is a
That
lot of
was a
letters,
lot
but
of
that
letters.
is stuff our parents used to say.
Yeah.
That.
Yes, it is. Like I don't know. I don't know.
All right, bonus one.
Bonus one.
Oh Lord.
This is the
How many
bonus
letters?
round, you guys.
YANBAL.
YANBAL.
Yeah.
Whew. Yo ass.
Nope.
Know better.
You
What you say the first one?
your ass.
Yo
No.
ass
All right.
know better.
That's it.
Yeah, first two is
First of
right.
all, no don't start with no N.
Oh,
Okay.
Shit.
So that's okay.
I said the first two. Your
Oh,
ass.
okay.
Your ass. Not
Not-
about. That
Not-
all
life.
that.
All
Not is right.
Your ass not about all that.
all that.
Not about.
Your ass not about.
No, not about.
Your ass not bout.
Not bout.
So
Okay.
so not and out. So
It clicks in her mind till she hit 3 times. Oh my God.
I don't listen very well.
Your ass not
Built
built.
Not built.
at all.
Not built.
Your ass
At all
not,
is correct, but the B gotta fix it.
Your
Your ass not black at all.
Your ass not black at all. That was for y'all.
At all.
I was sitting there like,
I mean,
nope.
I don't know. You guys, that was just, that was rough. I feel like that took a lot of
I
power.
don't really break my brain on a daily basis.
Yeah, like, come on. First of all, I gotta see it to believe it. How about y'all? Cause some of y'all didn't get that shit at home neither.
Y'all didn't. I know
Cause we couldn't get it and we sitting in here with it.
I know y'all did.
Okay?
That was a tough one.
That was a
I'm
real,
glad we
a
ain't
real
bet no money on that.
I don't know. I think next time we should bet money. We should put a pot in of $1. And everybody add $1. And whoever get the most ones right,
When?
get the win.
Get $3.
When, get
Everybody.
three whole dollars. Three
$3.
big old
That's
dollars.
what it is. So give me a heart
I can bring
and thumbs
in
up, guys.
quarters.
We just discovered that the only one that's black and ghetto is Chelsea. She understood everything. I got.
It don't even go right. Black and ghetto, Chelsea, the whitest name here. The whitest name here.
Well, at least you'll get every job you apply for.
Yeah.
I think that was a great
Only
thing.
fans accepted me.
Oh,
Okay.
I know that's right. I'm trying to set up one without people knowing that it's me too.
What you gonna do? A neck
No.
down only fans?
People have different fetish: knee fetish, feet
Feet.
fetish,
I ain't know
lip
about the feet.
fetish, nose fetish.
Can we
For real?
pause at knees?
Yeah, people got knee fetish.
I never look like,
Y'all
damn,
don't know
my
nobody got a knee
knees.
fetish.
Never.
Never. Yeah, that's because y'all not regular people.
I don't see how people feel like me.
Yeah, I think that's not regular. Like,
We're gonna. Let's Google.
she
that.
got some badass knees.
We're gonna.
Like,
Knee fetishes?
Y'all don't know people that got knee fetishes.
You know somebody that got me that?
Because you need to talk about it. Because this is what the show is
Okay.
now going to
Say
be
their
about.
names. Say their names.
That's what it's going to be.
Because you need to talk about it.
All right.
Oh my God! Boom! She's on
All
fire
right,
tonight, y'all.
we get into the topic.
So we're gonna get into the topics tonight. We're rolling right along, you guys. Thank you for being here. Share. Okay. We're going to get into the topic. So if you were in the group, and if you're not in the group, go over to Candy Coated Secrets. So I'm going to let Kevin lead
Okay, so
this one.
me and Candace was having a conversation maybe 2-3 days ago,
Okay.
and something that popped up was, should you have to borrow money from an outside source such as family and friends when you're in a relationship? What y'all think about that?
So what do you guys think about that? Should you have to borrow money from outside sources when you're in a relationship?
Okay, now me, I feel like once you're in that relationship, it depends on how committed the relationship is. Because you know, anybody nowadays could just say like, I'm in a relationship, yada yada yada.
Okay.
Now, if we're talking marriage, then no, we shouldn't have to be going outside of our relationship asking other people for finances and money whatsoever. So to me, I think no.
So only if you're in a marriage.
Only if we married, we should. Like if we boyfriend and girlfriend, girlfriend. If we in that type of relationship,
Okay.
yeah, we can go outside and ask, for money.
Okay.
But if we marry, I just feel like okay, we have that responsibility to each other to say, okay, look, if you need money, I can give it to you. If I need money, I expect you to give it to me.
So if you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all not married, there's no responsibility there?
I feel like it should be no financial responsibility.
Hold that
Because I feel like marriage is the only time where it should be a financial thing. If that makes sense.
What do y'all feel about that? Did y'all
It should
hear
be
that?
like a financial.
So if you're in a relationship, he said y'all can borrow and ask everybody for money, even if they left it with you.
Now,
Hold that, Chelsea.
This pussy ain't free.
Ass flag.
So if you come up short, then yeah, I'm gonna go ask everybody else. But you need to put in on this pot first, and then I'll go ask everybody else. But this pussy ain't free. Now if we married, hopefully we'll be financially stable that I don't have to call my mama
Okay.
that's old
Okay.
And I shouldn't be asking her for nothing because she's going to be like, well, what that man doing in that end?
Okay.
But, yeah, this pussy ain't free.
Okay. So now for me, I feel like if you are in a relationship, you should not have to go to anybody else, such as what it say, your friends or relatives and family, to get money.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to do that with whoever you're with, because like you said, like moms, like my mother, if I got a man living with me, she not helping me at all. She not gonna help me at all. She gonna be like, what he doing? You either gonna kick him out,
Yeah.
and I'll help you, but I'm not gonna help you, and you have a whole grown ass man.
If my mama know I'm talking to somebody, she gonna be like, well, what about such and such?
Yeah.
If I not ask her for money. She gonna be like, well, she don't care if she just met him, if he was outside in the car. Well, what about such and such? He ain't got it. My mama don't play that.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Shit.
So
it don't matter. So even if that is like your okay, so you saying like, okay, if it's your boyfriend, then yeah, they need to you can or you can't.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you my boyfriend, I'm gonna ask you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
first.
relationship. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so if I need $600, you be like, damn, they only got 3. Okay, well, give me a 3.
okay.
And then I got to go ask my mama, cause or my trifling ass daddy for the other 3.
So what you say, Candace? How you feel?
I just feel like when you have a man or a woman living with you, you shouldn't be asking no fucking body to borrow no money. That's just me. You should not. Like, that should be like a relationship clause. So as though you should not be asking people for money. Because I'm gonna tell you how the conversation go. Right after you done called Sharika Shay and got the money. Girl, do you know LaQuanda done called me and she got fucking Mike in there who claim he's selling all his dope. Well, whatever he doing, ask me because she get $500 for her rent. Now did you give it to her? Yeah, I gave it to her, but now what? Bitch, we back here gossiping and talking about it because it's like, what the fuck? Well, what she got a man for?
Yeah.
So it's like.
But I feel like that's only if you like in a marriage. Like, 'cause I feel like if.
Right, you feel like your money is only what?
Yeah, like,
I
I feel like we should that case, like with somebody saying, okay, you know, what's this person doing? Like, I feel like in that case, especially if they not living with you and you're in a relationship.
Okay, so maybe I would feel you more if we could change the scenario as far as maybe y'all lived in separate houses, because then it's like, okay, he has his expenses, she has her expenses.
Now it gets different.
It's different. Then all right, you might gotta go to Sharika and them or your mother and get a little money. But if y'all are living in the same roof, why do you gotta go outside of the roof to get money?
Because we done paid all these expenses.
Some people is prideful.
What y'all think? What y'all think out there? Are y'all into borrowing money while you're in a relationship when you don't have nothing to pay your bills from everybody else? Or should your man or woman take care of that? How about you, producer? We haven't heard from you all day.
I feel like rather you in a relationship or a marriage, rather you man or woman, like the day we decide that we gonna be together, that's what that is. It's like, yo, if we got struggle and come up, we gonna come up together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my mindset. Even if we live in separate homes, me personally, I still feel like I would rather talk to my woman about something before I go to my homeboy or a family member, because that's the closest person to me at this point in my life. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't think now, as far as what Kevin was saying about marriage and all that, I don't think that got nothing to do with it.
All right, so this is how I feel.
I just let me finish real quick.
Go ahead.
I will say that when it comes to marriage now, we talking joint accounts. That's marriage stuff.
Right.
That's stuff you don't touch.
Right.
But being there for the person you with, I don't want nobody that's going to just watch me do bad. I can do bad alone.
Now this is all right, so mind you, I'm changing the scenario just a little bit. Because this is what, when Candace brought this up to me, I was just like, well, damn, what if the person bad at money? And I mean, yeah, we together, I love you and everything, but damn.
What did I say?
What?
When you said that?
What?
He was like, the person that you with is bad at money. And I was like, well, why are you in a relationship?
Well, yeah, that is true.
With someone that's
That
bad
is
with money.
That is true, but then, you know, I mean, that is
can't
true.
be in a
What if you didn't know
relationship
they
with
was
somebody
bad at
that's bad with
until
money?
y'all was in a relationship, you just cut the relationship off. But I'm coming from the standpoint is somebody like, all right, the person I'm in a relationship with coming to me asking me for money. Now, it may sound a little selfish, but the person coming to me asking me for money, and I'm just like, well, damn, your mother, your brother.
I've looked out for people before. I've looked out for people before.
I have too.
But
who the fuck?
But I need to know that you can return a favor. If I feel as though that you can't return a favor, don't even bring that energy over here. Don't bring that negativity over here.
Yeah,
but I have looked out for people. People have looked out for me. But if I feel like you coming to me and I know I can't come to you, then well, where's the money I've been giving you, dummy? Save that up, so you ain't got to ask me for shit.
Yeah, cause all right, see, that's the mindset I'm thinking of. It's like, okay, can it be reciprocated? Then on top of that, how many more times this gonna keep happening?
Yeah.
That you gonna keep coming up? You know.
And what is it? What do you consistently need money for? Maybe you need to drop that expense if you can't afford it.
I feel like it's a thin line between someone genuinely asking and someone using the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Now, you just got to be able to know the difference between the two, in my opinion. Now, the part about not being with somebody who's bad with money, I think that's some shallow shit to
And see,
say.
that's what I'm saying. I would be with the person. But I'm just there like...
Because a relationship is about counter-transference.
For real.
Right? Okay. So, say if I'm in a relationship with someone,
okay,
I have say my ambition is low. Being with you, with your ambition as high as you say it is, I shouldn't be comfortable with my ambition being low. Being next to you should make me grind even harder. So it's the same thing with money. Like, shit, you're going to meet people that might be good people and they might not be able to please you the way they want. Say, oh, the head ain't good, so I'm going to go. Or, oh, she don't throw it back this way, so that's shallow. You got to...
Is it?
Yes, it is. You got to... But listen, yo, you got to communicate, yo. You just got to try. At least try. Like, if you try to communicate and no result, dip. But don't just be like, oh, you're bad with money, let me go.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
You living with somebody. For me, I can't live with somebody and I gotta go somebody else to get some fucking money. I'm sorry, like I just can't. And it's not even necessarily if it's money for me or money for a bill or
now
whatever.
Put the shoe on the other foot. Now reverse the situation. The person keep coming to you for money though.
What? That has a living?
Yeah, like you have a living, y'all both have a living, but you know that person needs just a little bit more money. You gonna keep providing for that.
Wait a minute, who need all this?
This is what we said. This is what we said. I just reversed the situation.
So I don't feel like people who have a man or a woman should be asking other people for fucking money.
Niggas don't
have
it.
So I don't care how you reverse it. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that.
Say you the sole provider. Should your man have to go out and ask people for money?
None of us should be going outside of this house and going into, because I think the other thing people don't think about is when you going to borrow, I don't know what Chelsea's sacrificing to be able to give me that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you had planned with your money to do that. And when people think to go to ask people for money, they aren't thinking about what the next person has to do with their money. You just thinking this bill or whatever I need needs to be paid. So if you go into a person, a single person, friend, family, and you got somebody and you taking from them, it's like, yo, I have one income. You have two. Why are you coming to the one income and you have two? That sounds a little selfish to me.
Child support really be setting niggas back.
I wouldn't know, but...
it's a real shit. Secret child support really be setting niggas back. That's why they have enough for their car, their everyday living.
But how about, it's not even about child support, because being a parent, the single parent sets you back as well.
Niggas be don't.
So
emails really don't be having it. Like for all right, as far as my spending habits, and it's so crazy because I was talking to somebody the other day. Like I spend money. Like I am very big on my bills because I know how it feels to struggle and be without. I gotta pay my bills. Once my bills is paid, I'll go to a store and be like, oh, I see a phone case. I don't need a phone case, but I just want it. And then
so don't get the fucking phone case.
Somebody be like, well, what the fuck you need a phone case for? But I just make myself in a position where I really don't have to ask unless I'm really without. Like really without.
Okay.
That's the only time, but
So I don't know.
if
This shit
I'm
is
fucking you,
giving
I
me a
shouldn't
headache.
be.
I feel like if you fucking if I'm fucking you, I shouldn't be struggling.
struggling.
Okay. So then why the fuck are you borrowing money from the single person while you a 2-person house?
Wait.
Oh, nobody.
So is this like prostitution?
I'm just saying.
Nobody.
Because I hear women say, like, if I'm fucking you, then I shouldn't be this. Or if I'm fucking you, I shouldn't be that. Motherfucker, we both getting something out the fucking. You ain't the only one. Don't think your shit that good where only I'm getting something.
You're getting a nut.
So
I believe it's an even exchange.
So you get the nut and the money.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
To me, my money
Yeah.
is my money. Your money is your money. And you can't manage your money to where you don't even gotta ask
Exactly.
me for money.
Yeah.
Then
Unless you really deeply
You
need
need to go out-
it.
you need to go
I
out
don't,
and ask.
I don't think
You
it's anything
deeply
wrong.
need
So now are you saying that you can't even go to the person you're with and ask for money?
But then I'm gonna break it down into like 24 questions. I need to know what you need.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just different because I've been in relationships where I can ask for money.
Mm-hmm.
They can ask me for money,
And that worked for you.
and it's not a. But I'm not gonna be in a living situation where we fucking cohabitating, and I'm going to my mom to pay the fucking cable bill.
Well, then that's okay. So I would never let that happen. I'll make sure the bills was paid. I make sure like I said, like bills.
This sounds like a ball of confusion. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck is going on right now.
Leisure money.
You know,
Play money. Play money.
Yeah, play.
You can ask me for play money.
I don't
I'll give you
know.
$20.
That's just like, all right, so my mom told me, like, if you go out on a date with a guy, you never go empty-handed preparing for him to
Take
pay
your own money.
for everything.
Take your
because
own
if
money.
you don't want to give up no ass, or because whatever the case may be, he may feel like he don't want to pay. You gotta always have money in your pocket to be able
So
to
what you going to tip them?
pay
That's
for what
niggas'
you
favorite
want.
line. If they pay for the whole date, they pay for everything. They be like, you want to leave a tip?
I don't know.
That's not true.
Raymond said
Every man don't do that, yo.
Okay, everything
Everything
except
don't
for
do
the
what?
producer man.
Don't do what?
Take females out on dates.
Okay.
And they pay for everything. Like, can you tip? You gonna tip them? You gonna leave a tip?
I never.
I've never
Yo,
experienced that.
Really?
A nigga better not never take me out and ask me to fucking leave a tip.
Okay, yeah. Niggas is out there doing that. Well, you
So
gonna
wait,
leave
is
a
he
tip?
gonna, so is he gonna let you? Is he gonna say pay the bill or?
No, I'm confused.
No, he paid the bill. He paid the bill.
Okay.
He just like, you wanna leave a tip?
And what's the issue with that game?
That's never happened to me. She said that when you go on a date with a guy,
Niggas do that.
all men ask you to leave the tip if they
So do
pay
y'all
for the
do it?
bill.
Not all men. Some men.
Majority, what's the percentage?
So do y'all?
97.2.
So she's saying She's saying that 97.2% of
Can you
men
just leave the
when
tip?
they take you out will ask you to leave
Watch.
the tip.
Watch.
So
Come on, niggas. Come on, men.
So do,
Stop
do
trying
y'all
to
do
stop like y'all
it?
niggas,
Is
man.
it an issue?
Yo, I've
I
never
mean, it's an
experienced
issue, but it's like,
I've had moments
pay for
where
everything.
I'm not gonna lie.
boss.
I've had moments where as though only because I know me, and like I said, sometimes I don't know if it's a pride thing with me. I'm honest with that, you know, because I also have an issue with letting people do stuff for me already. So it's like if we do go out and let's say the bill is $200 or $300, and you like, no, I got the bill. I would say, I'll tip them. Or you want me to tip? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just be like. I'm not into just running a nigga pockets up. I'm not big on that. Because at the same time, all right, I can swipe the bill and you could do the tip.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like an equal thing.
Okay, so you're okay with being able to, invite somebody out and cover the bill?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, why not? If I do it with my friends now,
Yeah.
when we all go
Everything
out,
that-
we be at the balls, and it's not no. Remember last time I spent the $20? You
got me.
We
You
don't
got
do
me.
that.
You
We
got me.
automatically know, like when we go out, that's what it is. Like my friends have to stop me because they call me the happy drunk. I get drinking and I turn into a millionaire, y'all. I be like, you get a shot, you get a shot, you get a shot, you get a shot. So I mean, I don't know. If I'm out having a good time, I'm gonna have a good time.
I do be trying to get niggas fucked up.
But I've never gone out with a man and he asked me the shit Chelsea say
to tip.
to tip.
Just leave the tip,
I
y'all.
have not ever done that.
hey yo,
I feel like if he said
I feel like the way Chelsea feel, right, and there's nothing wrong with how she feel, but I feel like that's how majority of women feel. It's like, okay, if you take me out, pay for this, pay for that. But yo, I was just sitting here thinking like about what you were saying. I was brainstorming. I remember my mother told me this. My mother said, open the door for a woman who don't have a problem reaching over to open your door when you en route. So it's like, yo, give yourself to somebody that's willing to give you just as much.
Think I'm about to
Don't.
mess my outfit up
Don't.
and open your
Yeah.
coupe door up.
Wait a minute, Chelsea. So if a guy, when a
I'll
guy
unlock the
opens the
doors.
door, you don't lean over and put. So let me tell you this.
Is he open? Wait, pause. Is he opening the car door and the regular door to get into
The place.
Red Robin? Or is he just making sure, you feel me, like he just opening the door to Red Robin and not your car door? Because I like a man to open my car door.
So you basically saying consistent.
I mean, if you want to put stipulations on it, yeah.
It's not a
Open
stipulation.
my car door.
It's an analogy.
So I can avoid getting germs on my nails that are done. Open my car door. Now you want me to reach? You want me to open my car door? Get in. Make sure that everything is okay. Lean over. Excuse me. Lean over. Open
wait.
your car door. You asked me to leave a $3 tip. And you want me to open your goddamn door?
Ooh.
What are we trading places? This ain't Usher.
I'm feeling it.
I ain't feeling it.
But that's what I'm. See, we gotta.
I ain't feeling
But
it.
listen, the energy we put out, right, is what we get.
I ain't feeling
So
it.
this is why the niggas is like, you gonna pay for the tip because of the energy you putting out. You putting out the energy for a nigga that wants you to pay for a tip.
Can we rewind?
In my opinion.
So are we not? Maybe I need to know. So I was told by my best friend, and one of my best friends is a guy, and he said, if you open the car door for a woman, he said this is how you can tell if the person you're dealing with is selfish. I don't know how true it is, but he said if you open the car door for a woman so she can get in and y'all are getting in the same car, whether she's the driver or the passenger, and she doesn't lean over to open the door for you while she's in the car,
It's a problem.
she's selfish.
She's selfish.
So this is coming
It's
from
all
a man.
about. It's
That's
all
what
about.
my best
It's all
friend
about
said.
her.
So for me,
We got 60 more seconds on this topic.
wait a minute, because this is just crazy. Wait a minute.
All
So,
right, we got 2 minutes.
because I think I'm doing something wrong. Because I've done that. Whereas though, if you open the door for me and I get in, I'm going to reach over and open the door for you. But I also have done it too, whereas though I've gotten in the car, you let me in, and I didn't. But it wasn't until another man brought that to my attention to say, yo, we look at that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Hey yo,
maybe I'm just too
can
old school.
I share this quick story?
Go ahead.
All right, real fast. So at my
You
old
is hard.
So at my old job, right? I was at my old job. I was talking to this guy, right? And he was saying that his second wife got him out of one of the most dumbest and childish things, right?
Okay.
He said his second. So he said his first wife, she was like kind of selfish. She was all by herself. Like
Okay.
he used to come to work. He had a wrinkled uniform every day and all that. So make a long story short, the second one he ended up marrying, they started dealing with each other because she said to him, listen, you don't need to keep coming to work wrinkled like that. Bring me all your uniforms and I'm going to iron them. This lady didn't give him head. She didn't offer him sex. She didn't do anything. All she did was iron the man uniform.
That's so nice, boss.
And that made him feel valued. That made him go home and ask his wife, like, hey, how come you don't iron my uniform? Like, what's the issue? Okay. So this is an example of like how the smallest shit, like just that reach over to the door, how that man gonna appreciate that and he won't mind paying the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But motherfuckers think because they open their legs that the world just is open to them. How many legs is open daily? It's some open right now for free.
That's why they
Right
think
now.
that X is bomb, but it's not. Pay this
But
tip.
you never hear a man walking around. You rarely hear a man walking around like, yeah, because my shit is that. That's a woman thing. Men don't
Is
walk
it?
around. Definitely.
No.
Definitely. Definitely. That's definitely.
I've heard some men.
Just randomly.
Brag
Oh,
that
no.
shit like
I know I'm
that.
going to get shorty because my dick good. Niggas don't talk like that.
Yes, they do.
I've heard
Okay.
it.
Hey, I don't know what type of men they are.
I've heard.
That's weird.
You know.
I hear women say that. Well, he ain't going nowhere because this good. Like, what?
In conclusion,
I don't know. What do you guys make sure you leave it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. You know, should a woman open the door for you if you open the door for her? Once you guys are in the vehicle, you know, you could be team Chelsea. Chelsea say, fuck no, don't do that.
No, I'm not saying don't do it. Just, I don't know. I didn't know that was a stipulation.
Shanice
To
said,
reach over and open a man's
Shanice
door.
said,
Let's go to
producer,
the
you
comments.
owe one, bro.
He is.
You better.
Producer, read some of the comments before we move on. I think he said we had 60 seconds. Now we down to like 15.
All right. Ray said selfish as fuck. I think he was talking about not opening the door.
Okay.
Shanice said, I agree with that. I open the door for Trinae all the time, and she does this every time. She's definitely my partner. Hold on.
She'll reach over and open the door?
She's definitely-
Will reach over and,
No, I do that. Like, I will reach, if you let me in the car, I will reach over and push the door open for you. Like,
Okay. I mean, that's I never ever heard of that.
have you ever done it?
No, I never heard of that.
Oh, well, this is a learning environment.
All right. Damien said goofies don't get it. Wait a minute, one more. Shanice said, I disagree with the bragging part. Niggas do that shit all the time.
They did.
I never just I don't know. That's weird to me. Yo, because one woman to think your joint the best, and then the next woman to be like, I don't
I
know.
had better.
Yeah, so it's like,
Today.
pick your...
Not keeping it.
All right, we're doing the next one. All right, so the next question is, if your friend passes away, is it okay to get into a relationship with their girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or wife?
I ain't talking about that.
So if your girlfriend or boyfriend passes away, is it okay after some time has passed to get into a relationship with their significant other? So that was the discussion that was in the group today, and it was tricky for me. I have mixed feelings about that.
I do too.
I have mixed feelings about that. So, you know, you guys let us know what you think about that. Is it okay? You don't have anything to say about that?
I start with my thoughts on it. So pretty much,
I
the
have
reason why
mixed feelings.
I have mixed feelings too. So pretty much it's just like, okay, even in life or death, you know, that person should be off limits. So if I die and one of my friends want to mess with one of my friends, it's like, no, that's to me it's off limits.
You ain't gonna
But
be
then
animal.
I ain't gonna. That's the other side.
So I gotta
That's
get
the
you
other
out.
side of it. I'm also not gonna be here no more, so you're not gonna see me. But if we make it to heaven together, I'm whooping your ass.
Hold up, God. Sorry about this, bro.
I don't think Jesus allows fighting in heaven.
It'll be
So
a fight
it sounds like
that
y'all going to hell.
it'll be a fight that we might end up there. Who knows? We might end up there. Who knows? But like I said, I mean, I would want the other person to be happy. If one of my friends is, you know, the happiness for that person, I can't be mad. Can't say I'd be comfortable with it being dead. So,
Sitting at the edge of your bed like, so y'all fucking?
So,
Y'all fucking now?
so for me, I have mixed feelings about it too. So some of the comments that were on the post, like I said, make sure you go over to Candy Go to Serious if you're not a part of it and join and give me a heart and
producer,
thumbs up.
can you pin that?
And
question?
let me know that you are here. I can do it if
okay.
it doesn't done.
Can you?
Yeah, and
Can
let me
you-
know that you are here. But I have mixed feelings about it because it's kind of like I feel like a lot of people would say that there's something wrong because of what society thinks and feel. But at the same time, if I know that my man is a good dude and I'm not here, and if so ever he ends up with one of my friends, I have no trifling friends. Let's start there, right? So it's like I would want to know that at least I know you're gonna be happy and you're gonna be treated how you should be treated.
It's this comment in here that has me weak.
So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. And the other thing too, like people actually do this all the time, you know.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't
comment,
know.
you saw it?
The Sam Cooke one?
What?
No. Linwood talk about
Let's
that.
go to the comment.
If my widow starts dating the homie, they probably the reason I'm dead.
Probably. Probably.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
Sam
know.
Cooke. I think it was Sam Cooke's wife or Bobby Womack's wife. The wife died.
I don't know.
Yeah, something about the wife died or one of them died or something like that. And the wife
Okay.
started dating, and they were friends.
Okay.
They started dating each other and showed up to the funeral together and make coats.
Yeah,
And it was cruddy. That was back in like
but
the 70s.
that's what I'm saying. But really, if life is about doing what makes you happy, who are we to really judge what somebody else is going to do to make them happy? So then it goes to, are you living for you or living for everybody else? Because one of the comments too that was under the post that I liked, it was from Naomi. She was like, everybody miserable today anyway, living based off of society and what people think. So if this is something that you want to do, go for it. If it works, it works. You know, so I don't know what you guys think.
What's
like
your
I said,
mixed feelings
I have mixed feelings about it. Whereas though it's like, I wouldn't do it, but I understand if it's done.
Yeah.
You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't personally do it, but I get it. Like it happens. And then it's just like, you never know. I would rather know that my friend or my dude is gonna be a great, dad to my kids or whatever. My friend, she not gonna mistreat my children. You know.
I just thought, and I was just about to bring the whole fact up. Like, what if you got kids and your kids knew you as?
But see, I'm not that. I don't play that. Oh, this your uncle. This your brother. No, it's not. This is mommy's friend. You know her as friend. It's not the say hi to your uncle, say hi to your sis, because at the end of the day, bitch, we're not blood.
Well, let's make it a little bit more complicated.
You know what I'm saying?
What if one of your sisters, if you died and one of your sisters started messing with your man?
No, they say, don't quote me if I'm wrong or right. I don't know the Bible too much, but they say that this stuff went on back then, whereas though when you passed the brother, it was okay for the brother or whomever to marry the wife.
That's not true.
Or widow the wife or something in some of those days.
That's definitely not
can't
true.
Quote it, but
ain't no fun if the homies can't get none.
ooh.
I mean, no, let me not say that.
So how do you feel about that?
I'm up and down with it because like you have a situation where someone may die and their best friend or somebody may step up and really be there for their spouse. And it's not intentional.
Okay.
That that one thing led to another and y'all might, you feel me? I don't think it should be right away because that's going to cause a lot of problems. But if you consistently, I think it happens. Life happens.
Because vulnerability.
Yeah, vulnerability. And you've been there for me and, you know, I've heard about it. And now it's cruddy if the person, like, prays off of that. Like, it's like, yeah, all right, I got you. I've been saying you, blah, blah, blah. But eventually down the line, if it happens, it happens.
I think it will only be an issue because one of the comments, too, was like, they probably been one of them. And that's how I say, sometimes you got to know the company you keep.
Yeah.
Because I don't want none of my friends' man. Now, if something happened to me and they decide they want one of mine or something happened to them and it goes that way, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you was already plotting to do that and was just waiting for me to get out of the picture. Like, shit happens.
You know, this question makes you think of, so suppose, like, you are in, like, a long-term, lasting marriage, relationship, or whatever with that person, and then somebody do die. Should y'all even have a conversation about that prior to say, like, hey, look, don't mess with this person, and don't mess with this person if I die, or, find somebody like this, or should y'all have a conversation?
I feel like we should have. I feel like those conversations should be had, but I feel like at the end of the day, like, we say shit all the time and change. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, oh, you're not here. And then it goes to that point is, I don't know if guess what? If your mama, father, and them don't like it, it don't come to none of the weddings, don't come to the bed. I know not to include y'all. Your opinion is not holding me at night. Your opinion is not making me feel how this man or this woman is making me feel. Your opinion is not supporting me. Your opinion is not here. You get what I'm saying? So I just like I said, I have mixed feelings about it. I wouldn't do it, but I get it if it's done. I get it when it happens because it's like you have people who fuck with their friends, boyfriends, and girlfriends all the time when they live.
Yeah.
So it's just like, so are we saying that it's so off the limits now? Because the fuck, I'm dead.
I mean, it was definitely off limits when you was alive.
But you see what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why I said I have mixed feelings about it. I don't think it has anything to do with like being loyal or not being loyal. Like I'm dead.
I'm haunting your ass.
Yo, live your life.
I'm knocking shit over.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't personally do it, but again, I don't judge and I understand. I try to understand before passing judgment. That's just what I did. How about you, producer?
I think it's completely out of fucking order.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm not one who really throw the friend word around a lot. Like I don't, because I'm the one who pulled through stuff on my own. But however, I do got some close people to me, and I actually brought this up to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we all was in agreement. Like, bro, like that's never like one of the fellas. If something happened to him, if anything, I'm gonna make sure his lady and his kid okay. But I'm not about to go getting in that bed. Like, not only that, if we friends, I know you. And I don't want nothing that you didn't touch because I know you. Like, I know all your trifling behaviors. I know all the weird stuff you into. I don't want that.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
Now, on the flip side, if it's just a female, then there's a code for that. Like, yo, you know, I hit so-and-so. Want to know what's up with her. That's different. But we talking about people that you building a life with? No, bro. Like, that's weird to me.
So, in the comments, Raymond, he said in the Bible it says you have to marry marry the person's brother. If not, the wife can't inherit the husband's property.
That's brothers. We talking about friends though.
I would think fucking brothers is worse.
But you gotta understand in the Old Testament, you gotta remember in the
That's
Old.
what I was talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, all right, but we talking about friends. That's why I said that's not in the Bible. In the Old Testament, it was about keeping the bloodline pure. So that's why they did that. But you ain't nobody friends marrying their friends in the Bible. Like that's crazy.
Shit, nobody fucking brothers in the Bible neither. Like that leads to retardation with them kids. You know, just a bunch of confusion. Now that's some confusion.
Well, he not related to the
Your
wife. He
uncle.
related to the brother.
But
So the
that
kids wouldn't be slow.
But that would be more of a. I wouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
I get it, but the kid wouldn't be slow. It's totally.
I'm gonna say the kid's gonna be slow.
LeBrent said something good. He said, like, could we imagine if Shaq got with Kobe's wife?
Who the fuck is that? Basketball player?
Like, can you imagine seeing Shaq on the?
But if
Who the fuck
he
is
did,
that?
no,
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I tried to ignore that
I'm
one.
sorry, because I'm not into sports, so you know I had to catch it. But I mean, she can move on with her fucking life, like.
But
why
not
do
with
you-
Shaq.
Says who?
Not with
Us?
Shaq.
Us? Says us.
God.
Says us. Like let's
Now-
really think about that though.
Now, the only
That's
reason
like
why
when they try to-
I would say that is okay is because, okay, I mean, she going to inherit his money anyway. But, I mean, just to make sure that they continually are going to have money.
Are
I
you
would be
kidding
okay.
me?
I would be okay with
If
that.
that's my best friend, they gonna be
Oh,
good
they was best
regardless. They gonna be good
I don't know who is
regardless.
that? Because I don't know nothing about these people. Then if you say like somebody I know, then I don't know. I'm not into basketball.
Okay, let's say.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
It's like saying, all right, go to Lauren London, right?
Yeah,
Everybody was saying, oh, Lauren London shouldn't be dating, and they felt like she shouldn't even date me. He gone. So could you imagine if she ended up dealing with a homeboy? So my question is, if these celebrities that we're all supposed to be friends and we all know each other and run in the same circle, is something wrong if you die and I end up dealing with you and we all used to hang together?
Yeah.
So was Nikki really wrong for fucking with Meek then? If he was just around so far, you get what I'm saying? Hey, let's go deeper.
But we talking
No.
about friends. We not.
No.
We going out of context now.
No.
We said friends. The question was your friend.
Well, what's the
Like
definition
this
of
is the
friend?
person. I mean, whatever you're, because I don't use the word.
Okay.
But a friend, like
For example,
somebody you can
why
count
should we
on.
feel like we
I
can
got-
tell who they can be with?
I just
no,
feel
I
like-
don't. You said, do we agree? I don't agree. I think it's trifling.
Allegedly, Jay-Z and Aaliyah had something going on, right? Now, Jay-Z was cool with Dame Dash, whatever the case may be. Aaliyah dies, right? Now, Aaliyah and Beyonce have interviews together. They probably were in the same room multiple times together because of who they were connected to. Aaliyah dies. Now, Jay-Z goes for Beyonce. I think Aaliyah never really, I don't know. They may have considered each other friends, her and Beyonce, but it was that petty that he was like, okay, well, Aaliyah's up out of there.
Right.
Now I can date Beyonce.
Well, she was with Dame at the time though.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. They still were, let's just say they weren't together.
Okay.
They just were around each other. Aaliyah dies, and now it's like, oh, well, yeah, they probably took a few pictures together, whatever the case may be, but now I'm going to go on to Beyonce.
I just feel like you gotta have eyes for that person beforehand. You're not about to tell me just because a nigga died, they just got, you just start being
All of a
attracted.
sudden, you in love.
Yeah, like that's
I
weird to
disagree.
me.
I disagree with that.
And if you there and like the scenario of being there and it just happens, that's just called being vulnerable. That's not even a fucking
I
conscious
disagree with
decision
that.
in my
It's
opinion.
people
That's
that
weird.
I didn't like, and then once upon a time, and then once upon a time I do. Like it changes. So I don't
But
know.
it's your friend. Like, yo, this is a person who come over. Y'all double dating. Y'all eating,
But man,
breaking
I'm
bread
double
at
dating.
Thanksgiving, and
But what if y'all have never gone on a double date?
All
What
right.
if y'all are not together doing Thanksgiving?
All right.
No, I'm dead serious. Like,
well,
it's
I don't
not-
want to debate point of views. My point of view is you're trifling if you do it. That's it.
okay. And my point of view is I understand if you do it
All
because
right.
life happens and I can't live for Chelsea if Chelsea's dead. But would I do it? No. But for those who do it, I can't fucking judge you. I can't make you happy.
Somebody do it with me. You gonna see me again.
Yeah, like I don't get it.
Y'all gonna be laying in the bed. I'm pop up right in the middle.
Kevin.
We got 2 more minutes on this topic.
Y'all just like I'm sitting out of this one. Let y'all do it.
Yeah,
What-
look,
what-
it got confusing after a while.
So what is some of the comments?
LeBrent says death brings people close.
Okay.
He also said that's not the same. I think he was talking about the Jay-Z and the Leah thing.
But people always pick and choose what's the same and what's not.
Right,
the
what's
same.
not the same?
That shit blows me too. But that's another topic for another.
I think I get what he's saying. Maybe if she used Kelly as an example, or Michelle,
Oh, somebody said that.
somebody close. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, you don't.
I
Like
think,
close. All right.
yeah, somebody who like
So
super.
them
Beyonce died.
celebrities
Yeah.
pass each other around anyway. They pass each other around.
Shanice says she think the family thing is worse. I agree, Shanice. That's weird, but that's what they did back then. Linwood says 100. All right, look, Mano says, as long as dude is taking care of my wife and kids and not trying to beat, I'm good. I guess. I want my wife happy. Hold on, let me scroll down some more. I want my wife happy and kids good. So he basically saying what I said. As long as he's making sure they're good, I'm okay with that communication. But
so Mano,
he
what
don't
if
want
they
them
end
to.
up being together?
He already answered that. He said, as long as he's there and not trying to beat, I'm good. Meaning, have sex with
I
him.
just want to know how people gonna know that they gonna be okay and have these feelings if you're dead. You no longer feel.
Well, I guess it's more so like the people around who knew.
So then again, it goes to what Naomi said.
Yeah.
It's the fact of what society and
right.
people think.
I mean, yeah, because you can't really dictate how people cope with
You
that.
can't. Like you really can't. And you can't say, oh, you shouldn't be with this person or you need to be with that person. It's like,
I would definitely be one of the people to mind my business.
yeah,
At
yeah.
home from the outside looking in.
Absolutely.
I would definitely.
I mind your business and be like, oh, okay. Because you don't know. Like different strokes for different folks.
I would definitely be the one when yo reach his hand out to shake my hand, I wouldn't shake it. Yeah.
But then you also got people who bring the people that they creeping on their boyfriend or girlfriend with around their main person too.
Yeah, trifling.
You know?
Well, didn't Tyler Perry make a movie about that?
Shit, hell, I lived it. You feel me? Like the shit happens, and at the end of the day,
So Tyler Perry makes that show
that,
real
you
good.
know Tyler Perry be calling me like,
He
hey,
owe you some money.
Tyler owe me money.
He owe you
Tyler owe me money. But I'm just saying, like, it happens. And at the time that it happens, you don't like it. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't have no commitment to Chelsea. I had a commitment to you. Chelsea didn't do anything wrong morally as a woman. That's like, damn, you don't have no respect as a woman.
Yeah.
It'll make me look at you like, damn. But it's called for it. Ain't got nothing to do with anything else.
So in conclusion,
So in conclusion,
just mind
Just
your
mind
business.
mind your business. Just mind your business. So the next one is throwing shade on social media
Nope.
childish
Not at
or should we do it?
Some things need to be said.
What do you guys think then? So is shade being thrown on social media childish and should we do it? So I'll start with that one. I used to have an issue where I would tag you. I would at you, and then it's like, boom, it would be a whole thread. So I was told, you know, Candace, you gotta stop. You can't do that because you don't know how the next person is feeling or if they want somebody in that business. So I don't know. I've done it often. Hell, I've even done it with relatives.
I did it with a lawyer before.
So I mean, but for me, as far as that, I feel better when, you know, they say if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like, yo, just come to me, ask me, or hit my line, or something like that. Don't take it to social media, but if you do, I'm also that person where, though, we're gonna battle it out and make the best thing.
So it don't matter to you.
Yeah.
I did it to a lawyer before. I had went to a party, just randomly went to a party.
Okay.
And the lawyer got drunk, started taking her shirt off and the bra off. Now she in a hotel like this. So we had mutual people, and I was dealing with somebody that she knew. Third party, basically. So she wanted to run back and tell her ex, oh yeah, she messing with that. I said, oh yeah, so it got back to me. Okay. I said, oh yeah. I nicely put up all them little pictures of her topless. Oh. And you know, lawyers can't have stuff like that over the internet.
Oh, you played.
That was the old me.
Oh, what she say?
And I saw her at a happy hour, and I just was like, what's up?
You need nasty.
And she apologized. She was like, my bad, I didn't know. You know, I'm glad you just took it down. Yeah, don't play with me. You never know. You never know who you're dealing with.
Okay.
That was old me. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah, that.
I've changed, but I still throw shade every now and again.
That's rude.
We'd have had a problem. We'd have been fighting. Titties and all.
Yeah.
The titties and all.
You just never know who's in the room. And I just started taking pictures just because.
Okay.
And then I put the whole thing went up, whatever the case may be, phone calls, whatever the case may be, and then I saw her at a happy hour, and she just was like, that was real fucked up, but I apologize. I should have just minded my business. If you just mind your business, you're not gonna.
But what if
the energy isn't gonna come back to you?
But what if you are minding your business and there's people or somebody else just minding your business? Like if you.
And then you make a post saying, damn, I wish people mind their business.
No, I'm just saying, like, whatever it be. See, I don't know because I haven't, like I said, any of the internet stuff that I've ever done, I'm going to tag you and I'm going to write you. And so I don't really know how the subliminal shit work. I know how the direct shit work. You know, like, I got into it one time with, like one of my sisters. And she fucking hung up on me. Oh, well, I know what you did pay attention to. And what you gonna see. So I got some shit I got to say. And I'm gonna do what? I went straight to Facebook. Hey, so like I was saying, bloop, 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 bloop. And it ended up being like a fucking 300 or something comment thread. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I also did it before with a friend that owed me money. So it's just like, I don't know, again. I don't know. I do think that it can be childish, but I feel like it's childish only when I'm minding my business.
I think it's childish, but I also think it's like a little bit safer than playing with somebody face to face.
You think so? Oh.
As long as y'all keep it on social media and not take it like out to the streets and stuff like that, I feel like okay.
So you saying it's okay if it's for social media? Yeah, but do you gotta remember there are some people because we can do social, but I'm okay with it being on social media and off social media.
Yeah, I think you just gotta know like who you dealing with. Like it's like if some people gonna be shade, it's gonna be like okay, fun shade. You know,
what's fun shade?
Fun shade, like you know, I come for you, you come for me, stuff like that.
What's an example of fun shade? Because shade ain't fun.
I mean, it depends.
It's fun.
No.
It depends. Like, say you talking about something on social media. Okay. It don't matter what it is. And I be like, well, Candace, you definitely said this. Or something like that. Like, I come back and try to, like, reverse your statement. Just like little fun shade. And then we go back and forth. Yeah. Like, you definitely said this last episode, Candace.
Okay.
Like, something like that. Like, that's like fun shade. But I mean, like, you saying, like, oh, but your man.
Well, that's fun. All right, well, that's fun. Fun shade is, so fun shade is different from serious shade?
Well, serious shade would be like, you know, probably coming to somebody finances, exposing infidelity.
Okay.
That's
so
what
shit like
get
she
dangerous. That shit get dangerous.
Okay.
But just mind your business. That situation, she should have just minded her business.
I guess. I think some people just get excited being on the internet and forget that it's the internet, and you don't know the person behind who you playing with may not. They ain't gotta keep it in the net.
Yeah.
Like I don't play them type games.
I feel like look, if it's on the internet, nothing should be taken seriously. I mean, it's the situation with you, that shit should have been taken seriously. But
how did you get to put her titties up there again?
Cause she went and ran her mouth to the person I was dealing with, ex.
Oh, about how what you
about
was doing at a
how
party or something?
no about me dealing with a person.
Got you.
So why would you need to go? What was the purpose of you?
So
doing
you don't
that?
think that you could have said something a little better before you just put a
I
titty
didn't know her
something?
directly. She was going to get it. Somebody was
Oh.
going to tell her. You want to run your mouth to somebody? Somebody going to tell you, girl, your titties is up on Instagram.
It was from your page, though?
It was from
And,
my
and,
Instagram.
and this is a problem example why I don't send nude photos. I don't do the sex.
You can send the nude photos, just don't put your face in it. Because
Hell
nobody
no.
ever know that's your body unless you got some.
I don't make videos, and if I do, they all in my shit. I don't do that. I do the shit like this.
Dang, but what if you lose your phone, Candace?
I'd rather that, and wish that it don't go that way. But I'm not. That's why I don't do the sexting thing and texting and sending nudes. Prime example, because you never know when somebody gonna piss you off or you gonna piss them off,
Yeah.
and they gonna
Throw
fucking.
shade.
And
Or
the karma
social
comes
media.
back. The karma comes back. I ain't never had nobody put because I don't go to hotel parties and take my shirt off, whatever case may be, or do whatever.
Mhm.
I don't do shit like that. But I've had like shade battles. Somebody throw shade at me, I throw it back, blah blah blah, like
Okay.
ping pong type of
Okay,
shit. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, yeah, I've been through that shit. That's old. I was doing that when I was young.
I don't know. Are we gonna take? You got a take on it, Pro?
I mean, for a man, I just feel like if you said that to that man in his face, you can say what you want, as long as that man know you got an issue.
Okay.
You feel me? Me personally, I don't put nothing personal on social media. I could be sick and everybody think I'm well. I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really, but I think I did have one moment where I had a conversation with a dude, and it was like I gained insight off of that shit. Like, the conversation wasn't positive, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, yo, be careful who you got around you. Like, these niggas be snakes.
Okay.
But I let this person know that I felt they was on some snake shit first.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So that, to me, that's not shade, though. That's just insightful information. Yo, you gotta watch motherfuckers. But for men, I don't know, man. Like, I think social media is a safe haven for people nowadays. It's like, you can call me a bitch by typing, but when I see you outside, you ain't calling me no bitch. You not. And you not calling me no bitch and going to sleep the way that you woke up. That don't make sense.
So,
Yeah, see, I feel the
That-
same
nah.
way. 'Cause it's just like, to me, all right, if you
You
say, if you call me out my
see
name,
what I'm saying?
no, but if you call me out my name or say something on social media, to me, I ain't gonna take that, serious. I mean, we probably ain't gonna, be all high, kiki, laughing and joking with each other in person either. But I ain't gonna take it serious. Now, if you try to jump out off of social media and try to play some games like that, oh yeah, it's gonna be some definite problems.
So you're just saying, like, if we go back and forth on social media and all that, name call or whatever, not, that's one thing, that's fine. But if when we're out and I see you, you're not gonna be like,
Yeah,
I want to keep it going.
No.
Unless you
I'm not going back and forth, though. Because what it's going to do is going to get my blood pressure up, and all I can do is break my screen. You get what I'm saying? Like, what can I do? Bro, you behind the phone, I'm behind the phone. But if we run into each other, yo, had the same energy, and made the best man win.
People like internet personality.
No, that's
And
weird.
then it don't go past that. A lot of people are just really like internet personalities.
Okay.
Me personally, I'm the same person on and off camera, on and off stage, period.
Right.
I just think
You're not
social
gonna
media should
listen-
be for business.
Yeah, you're not going
Like, my kid's not even on my page. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing personal on my page.
Okay.
Everything is in reference to what I do in business. But
Okay.
that's just me.
Well, I have everything, a little bit of everything on mine, and I don't mind it. But
Now, one time I was in a relationship and that was on social media, but that's because the person I was with had an issue with it not being there. So I had to go against what I believe. But I don't know.
yeah, I'm ready. How about you?
I did. I mean, pretty much, if it's social media, that ain't real life to me. So, if y'all
Yeah.
want,
Okay.
is the child this year?
Okay.
Do I care? No.
All
Pretty
righty.
much. But some stuff can affect you.
Linwood, facts.
Yeah. So what did some of the comments say?
Linwood say, I'll pull up while you're talking or typing. That's facts. That's facts, bro. But people don't get it. LeBrant said facts. Damien was saying clown sauce. I guess about I don't know. LeBrant said, can we see the?
Can we see the never mind?
I think he wanted to see the titties. Yeah. He said,
Don't get shy now. OnlyFans. All
LeBret.
right, so we're gonna move into the next topic before we get out of here. What's the next topic?
19 black families pitching to create a safe space for black people. This did happen in Georgia. They brought 96 acres of land.
Okay.
The place is now called Freedom, Georgia, and it's pretty much just a safe space for black people. Just to create, they're trying to make it a self-sustaining community. It protects black people from police brutality, and pretty much they're trying to build a community that pretty much includes black people in it. Like they want other people in it, but it's pretty much the reason for them building this community is reform
for blacks.
And so a place can be created
It's
specifically
like a
for
blacks.
blacks.
So that came in. That was from a member in the group. They wanted to actually have the producer's insight on that, and it was like, hey, can you please ask him what his thoughts is on this based off of what we talked about on the last show. So producer, that's really for you.
Okay. So I think it was dope how the 19 families came together, right? And I think that's a symbolization of how powerful we are, when we combine. Remember we talked about that, I think it was maybe 2 shows ago, about how if the black community just combined their money, how we could really rebuild. So that's a prime example. What I don't agree with was when they kind of bend. They had a bending moment where other people are welcome, but no, they're not welcome.
Okay.
It's either this is a safe haven for black folks or it's not.
Okay.
Because there are certain towns still where Klansmen have that they done funded and built up, and ain't no black man or woman moving in it. Mm-hmm. So it's here we go again. It's here go this great idea, here go this great thought process, but yet we still bowing down to what we think they want or what we think they needs to happen for them to accept it. So that's the only thing I didn't like. But the fact that they came together to do that, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was also saying what they were saying is going to be different things like arcades and all this different stuff. Also, what I thought about was how messed up life is technically for black people for us to have to do something like that. Mm-hmm. Why do we have to even find land just to be safe? Why can't we be safe on the land that y'all brought us to? We ain't asked to be here anyway. So why can't we be safe here? You get what I'm saying? So that's something else I thought about. But I think it was dope. 19 families. And how many? It was 96 acres, right?
96 acres of land.
96 acres of land. Right, they probably spent maybe some millions on that for real.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's a good starting point because I kind of feel it makes people think on the opposite side of it, what would be their real reason for doing this? Putting all this money together just for what? And it starts the conversation of that. Okay, yeah, we need the same protections under the law as everybody else, and. I feel with them doing that, they'll be able to create their own justice system, their own police system, mm-hmm. They'll be able to create their own, educational system, and they'll be able just to do so much. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with them including, people that aren't black, but I don't have a problem with that. Because, I definitely feel inclusion on all levels should be there.
Why is it that it seems like blacks are the only ones that whenever they say we're going to do something that only includes our race, it's oh, y'all shouldn't do that.
I'm not saying.
But the Indians, the whites, or the Jews and Arabs, the motherfuckers that own Dunkin' Donuts in them, and the chink mink mink in them, they keep it in. But when we do it, it's oh, my, nigger, you shouldn't do that.
Well, no,
that's
what I'm saying.
We need a piece of that.
My only issue with that is, we just see how, that happens with other people. Just how you said, other people keep, their stuff to themselves. I'm not saying, we shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. Definitely, but, think about how, so somebody say, hey, can I, take Haven here as well? I'm also a part of another minority. You just gonna say, you ain't black, and, chicken,
yes.
But, then that's when it goes, okay, you know the struggle. If anything, we know whatever the last level of struggle is. We, as black people, we know exactly what that is. So just to, say, okay, we wouldn't also help, another struggling group of people, like let's say like people who, at the border, people who are running away from wars in their country and stuff like that, like just to say, we wouldn't help them, especially when we know like what.
I'm a helpful person, but if I'm going to create something that I want to be just for my people, it's going to be just for my people.
And I mean,
I don't care what you feel about it.
We do have things that's like specifically just for black people. I mean, we have like black college funds that only goes to black people. I mean, not to say like that's like helping anything. I mean, it's helping, but it's not to say like it's helping every black person. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like we do have some things that's like that, but I mean, on larger scales, I mean, we do have to think like, okay, we want to create for black people. In general, it will help everybody. Like that's what I took from that.
And shout out to Charlamagne the God, who just made a podcast app for all black podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like he took. I feel like, especially with podcasts and things like that going the way that it's going, I feel like Charlamagne the God really, he's really for the people. A lot of people feel like he's a sellout.
I would say a lot of people feel like he's a sellout.
A lot of people feel like he's a sellout, but I feel like the things that have really transpired over the past 10 years has opened a lot of black people's eyes, because a lot of black people feel like, oh, black people bring it on themselves and this and the third, but when you see things like George Floyd, Michael Brown, and all of those things, it really opens you up to be like, damn, like, we really get treated like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Black people really get treated like they don't want us here. Whoever they are, but they do not feel like we should be walking the earth. It's like, well, why are they here? When half your world and you turn up to our music and you want to look like us and you marry our men and you marry our women or whatever the case may be, and it's an exotic thing. It's a conversation at the table. Oh, you married that little black girl, but if you bring little Becky, it's not nothing to be talked about. It's not taken it's taken lightly.
Well, first of all, I feel like black women, we don't treat black men right. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just went.
Before we go there,
I'm sorry.
because that's gonna go.
No, I'm sorry.
That topic gonna flow right there.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring up one more thing. Like, while we were still
go ahead.
What you were saying?
Nothing.
No, you should come. You gotta come back to that. That was good.
But what I wanted to say, because I did see something about just being. Somebody said something about being inclusive, but I don't think it's on the same topic as I was about to bring up. But it's something like what I was about to say, like as far as what the producer said, as far as like black people just keeping things for black people. It's some black people I really don't even want to be unified with, associated with. Like black people who believe that what Trump is doing is right. I don't want to be associated with them.
Well, they aren't.
I mean, but if we saying black people,
they wouldn't associate themselves with us.
Right, so. Exactly. So I mean, but that's the point that I'm making. It's just like, okay, that like I would rather be, include other people who aren't black than to be associated with black people who don't share like, the same positive mindset that I would have, an inclusion for like everybody. Like I said, like, black people, we have our own internal discriminations against each other. Yeah. As far as like, black people still don't think black people can be gay, black people can be lesbians, black people can be trans. So it's just like, okay, I wouldn't want to associate myself with somebody who doesn't have that same mindset, as that. So if that's making sense.
I get it, but that's your preference.
I don't think that's a preference though.
I mean, because it's like I deal with people. Me personally, like people don't agree with the shit I do. And I don't do half of the stuff, but it's like, okay.
We're not going to agree with every single thing.
I'm not going to be like, well, I don't want to talk to you.
I get what he's saying. I get what you're saying. I feel like he's saying, like, he don't want to be associated with black people who aren't strictly pro-black. So let me explain that. Like, for me, I feel like I'm pro-black. Like, I don't care. Pro-black? I'm about to break that down to you. Like, I love my people. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if you gay. What you do in your personal bed, that's your business, yo. Like, I don't have to agree with it, but I ain't going to disown you as a black person because you're gay. Okay. That's weird. So I think that's what he's saying. Like,
people in the comments saying, please vote.
I think that's what he's saying. Like, you have to be a black person that accept all black people instead of being like, well, I don't accept this group because they have this or they dealing with or they whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's like let it be for all black people. Don't be like it's for black people, but not gay black people or something. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, well, like you know, just like your gay, trans. Some black people, I mean, I'm about to make it real controversial. Some black men don't even agree with having black women in like leadership. Like some black men don't even think that Kamala Harris running for vice president should even be a thing. Like, and it's just like, okay, I don't want to be unified with that person. You get what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like, okay, if you thinking like that, what else you thinking?
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. So yeah, he hit the nail.
And I just want to give a little known fact real quick. Have you ever heard of Gibson Island?
Mm-mm.
All right, so I dropped somebody off at Gibson Island before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they worked. So Gibson Island is an island here in Maryland, right? And there's 1,000 acres. It's all white people.
Give us a thumbs up, you guys, if you guys are here.
It's all rich white people.
Okay.
The houses value anywhere between 2.9 million and 3.9 million. It's no black people on Gibson Island unless they work on Gibson Island. They have their own police department. They have their own hospital on the island. They have their own fire department on the island. They created a whole new civilization. You can't even get in Gibson Island unless you actually live in there or one of the residents say that you can come in. And it sits on water. Actually, they just found the body not too far from there, not too long ago. Was it black? I'm not sure. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, yes, it is in A County. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they have done this. They aren't flexing on this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you're a black millionaire, you ain't buying no house on Gibson Island.
Okay.
They not letting you in. When I drop the person off, they say, make sure you leave straight out because if they see you, they're going to stop you, want to know why you on the island.
Because you black.
Because I'm black.
That's deep.
So why can't we do that?
Yeah.
Why do we got to say, oh, everyone is included?
But do y'all don't see how that's wrong? Either way is wrong. Like, they shouldn't be doing it.
Listen, we got to get out that mindset. It's not wrong.
I'm not saying it would be reverse racism us doing that. No, I'm not saying that. But think about like the mind, how we would have to think to be like that. Like if we see a white person walking down the street, of course we're not gonna stop and be like, oh damn, why don't I stay here? You know what I'm saying? I mean, except for the case when you was talking about you was a police officer. But it's just like, you know, I wouldn't think to do that. I wouldn't that wouldn't be like my main focus because I wouldn't want anybody to feel as though, you know, you're not welcome here. Especially if we're trying to call this a safe haven.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want somebody to feel like, okay, yeah.
So maybe in that case, with the safe haven stuff, I get what you're saying. Like, if this is supposed to be a safe haven
for black people.
Oh shit, Kevin, you got to take this.
For black people.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Yes, for
Kevin, you just got a big heart, right? You just got a big heart. And yeah, but in this world, sometimes you gotta know when to cut that shit off.
And honestly,
it's not safe if they're there. We aren't safe because we are around them now. We aren't safe around them now. So how are we going to create our own civilization and welcome the same people that make us feel unsafe?
I get what you say. I just don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain
Chelsea?
I don't.
That was deep. That was a lie.
I mean,
I'm just here.
See, I'm very, very. I love my black people. I do. I know how white people, if we want to talk about just them, I know how they look at us. You feel me? And I know how black people look at white people.
But what about how we look at us too?
Yeah, but see, I always get in trouble when I say this statement.
No, say it. It's a safe haven.
I get it. Like when white people look at us a certain way, I get it. Mm-hmm. Like I really do. I'm not. Of course, I'm black. Like I get it. I get it. Like I really understand because you have some people who are straight up ignorant. Mm-hmm. You can't take them to certain places because you know they're going to act up. And nobody can sit here and be like, oh girl, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, because there's some places where your mama won't take your own kids. Because I don't want them little kids to be running around here and I don't want them white people to be looking at me like we crazy.
But I mean,
I get that.
I mean, I just think that's like an internalized thing that we've developed we that's how, like, to say. So what you basically just said is, okay, I see how white people look at us as black people because of how we have been kind of sort of conditioned to be.
In a vice versa, though. I know white people just are. I feel like we look at white people like they disgusting. They all smell like dogs, and their hair stinks, and they're just funky people. They're dirty people, and those are the ones who really had the problem with the COVID and all this, that, and the third. I get it because of I've seen it. Mm-hmm. Like I see how white people are. They're gonna get fucked up. They're gonna trash this, that, and the third. Black people are gonna get fucked up and trash because that's how.
I can also say I've seen. What happened to Sky Zone?
Hold on, before we go there, because now I feel like the narrative is changing. It's like, let's point out the negatives of black people. No. Now, let me say this. No matter how much ignorant shit black people do, we will not sit here and be like, I get them for how they feel about us because because them motherfuckers are shooting up black churches and they still embracing their people. They not looking at their people like, I get why black people look at us the way they do because we shooting up their churches. Yo, we have been brainwashed, yo. Like, reality is...
I'm not racist, and I know, I get it. It can be like a touchy subject for some, but I mean, I get it. I've even had a profession where I've seen different sides of it. And
did y'all know white people are considered more violent than us?
No, that is 100%.
I'm not even talking about the violence part though, but I get it sometimes. Like, why are you in Ruth Chris with a fucking bonnet on your head?
Yo, if you want to wear, y'all worry about the wrong.
This is just an example.
But that shouldn't matter. No. Not every black person walks up in there with, I mean, because this is the thing. I should be able to walk up into any restaurant, no matter how I'm dressed, and get served the same way anybody else would get served.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that you don't sit there and be like, you don't see why anybody, not whether it's white or black.
But that's the thing, though.
Because we would be the first ones looking like, girl, who is that shit? Talking about y'all see these bitches walking up in here.
And you know, and this is the thing. This is the thing.
I like it. It's fun.
I get it. But I can put about I feel like every race looks at certain people a certain way because that's just what it is. It's not. But when you start picking at little stuff like a bonnet or something like that, then it's like, oh wow. That's what we do. I was walking around the Walmart with a bonnet on my head. I don't give a fuck.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck.
So here it is. Where's the
little Timmy is crawling up on the elevator going the wrong way, and Becky is not like 10. And I'm like, yeah, the white kids, they always doing that wild shit.
Like, for instance, I was out at a restaurant before, and the white people, they were feeding, the little boy said he wasn't sitting at the table. They were feeding him under the fucking table, his food, right? And I'm not gonna lie,
like a puppy.
We were sitting there, and we were like, yo, you know what's crazy? If it was us, they would be like,
can y'all
these
leave?
Animals, this and this, or they let the kids. So my thing is, I get what she's saying, and it's not about.
But imagine how
it's not about nitpicking. It's really about like, let's not act like we don't do it or we don't see why sometimes it's like okay.
I will never justify that.
We talk about Hispanics or Africans all the time, especially when it comes to time when you try to talk to somebody and they can't translate. I don't know about y'all, but I know I've been on the phone with a whole bunch of bill collectors or customer service reps, and I say, I don't understand you. Can you get somebody that speaks English on the phone?
But let's bring it back to the whole idea of like how we actually see each other, because I think that's like a greater issue, because I mean that's what's causing a lot of the police issues within the black community right now. It's like, okay, the way that they see us, I will never understand how they saw a little boy with a toy gun and thought that he was any sort of aggressive, and how they shot him. I will never understand why they.
But you've never been in law enforcement either.
I mean that's 100% true. But if I see a little boy with a toy gun, Candace.
Sweet.
A little boy with a toy gun, but then you got a whole grown man walking around.
I'm not gonna go there.
And then you got a whole grown man walking around with a rifle, and nobody shot him. I will never understand how we saw a black man breaking up that fight, and the man was walking around and the white man was walking around with a rifle. Mm-hmm. Nobody shot the white man. He had a weapon, but because y'all don't know if the black man had a weapon on him, y'all shot him 7 times. Mm-hmm. So to me, I will never understand how they see us that way versus how we see them. You get what I'm saying?
Now,
So
I
let's
was
go to
with
Shanice.
you,
Hold
except
on.
for the
Wait a
gun
minute.
thing.
Let's go to Shanice. Shanice
I'm
said
gonna tell you why.
every race does look at people a certain way, but not everyone is treated fucked up because of the few. Karen was with the wild ass kids can go everywhere and live free, but we cannot.
Right.
So, I guess maybe she understood what we were, me and Chelsea was saying that we do.
I'm not
Everybody looks
justifying
at somebody.
the thing about police brutality. I'm not excusing it at all.
That's a whole
I'm talking
different
about
issue.
day to day
Yeah.
how we look at each other within our race with each other.
Look at how we do when we go to parties.
Yeah, and
you'll walk
whites.
into a party and it's like, we do that shit to each
But
other.
that has to do with self-hate.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think.
That has to do with self-hate,
I
yo.
don't think walking into a party and being like,
We do it.
I don't think.
No,
I don't
we
think
do.
that.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
think
sit
that
here
has.
and
That's
act like that
self-hate,
shit
though.
don't happen.
Let me give you an example. Let me ask y'all this.
We do it.
Say everybody in this room, right? Say everybody in this room should be able to relate to this. Say you know somebody, right? They just got a blessing. Say they just bought a house. They just got a new car. They just got married, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you might be like, yo, that's what's up. Like, that's dope as fuck. And your homegirl might be like, that bitch ain't all that.
Okay.
Why do she feel that way?
I mean, she could just be a hater, but I don't think.
But wait. Let's get to the root of it. Don't say she's just a hater, because it's deeper than that. She's not only just a hater, but a hater of who? Herself, her own fucking life.
Goes so many ways.
Yeah,
It
but
don't.
I don't think
Listen,
that-
y'all just missing the
That was a
whole
poor
point.
example.
That wasn't a poor example.
Well, I didn't-
Because for me to look at you and see you blessed, and to find negative in you being blessed, that's something that I'm dealing with within myself. Because you being blessed was nothing wrong to me. You did nothing wrong to me by being blessed with a new house and a car and a husband. So why am I hating you all of a sudden because something good is happening for you?
I wish all black people thought like you.
Honey, they don't. And my whole thing is, like I said, I think it was a few shows ago.
2 minutes.
I've experienced where the black supervisors treated me like shit.
Yeah,
And the white ones or Latina ones
treated you right.
treated me better.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like,
Could
if
it have been that they were scared of you, Candace?
no, fuck that.
Candace, if I was just
No,
your advisor,
no,
I feel like I had to be
You're
strong
not.
with you, Candace.
No, you're
It's
not.
almost as if
It-
white people get
it
excited that
happens.
we know something other than ignorance.
I feel like
I feel like they
some
get
of us,
excited, like, oh my God,
when
we
you
know
get-
our music.
when you give us power and put some of us in authoritative figures,
Yeah.
positions, fucking abuse it. Like, for instance, Sheila Dixon in there.
Oh Lord.
Why the fuck was you taking the gift card?
Well, but
Hold
Candace,
on.
wait, before you bring
Jackie
that up.
Pugh, why you ain't getting people them books?
Bill Clinton, George Bush, like what the
Bill
fuck?
Clinton
It's
got
the
his
same.
Bill Clinton got his dick sucked.
Don't matter the
Bill
color.
Clinton got his dick sucked.
And
But
gained
no
a
matter-
lot of black people points for that. A
Like,
lot of people hate
hello,
Bill Clinton.
It was a helicopter.
Ignorance.
It was
I
a-
get it. Ignorant. That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like it
That's
don't
exactly
matter.
what I'm saying.
like-
That's exactly what
I
I'm
feel like-
saying.
I wanna
That's
end the
exactly what
court.
I'm saying.
All I'm saying is,
That's
all
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
to that
That's what I'm
Candace, what you
saying.
said, I feel like no matter.
Ignorance.
I feel like they targeted any black people that might be in power. But honestly, if we get down to it, it's other politicians, and it's gonna be the last topic we have on that. If we move to the next one. Other politicians do the same thing.
I'm not
They're just as
saying
corrupt.
that they don't.
They just as corrupt.
I'm not saying that they don't.
But
why
how can we
continue to
discredit?
give them more shit to add on?
What you talk? I'm
Yo,
I'm
one person can't like.
I'm not saying that. Like y'all
be a
are
representative.
Yeah, for all of us.
No, that's not what I'm
It's
saying.
millions of
I
like.
just feel like that it comes a point in time where we should stop giving them shit to say.
I mean, but we always want. It doesn't matter. They gonna make it.
Well,
if we
I'm currently
stop-
not giving them anything.
I'm about to say if we stop, no matter what we do, it's
I'm
gonna
a,
stop.
I'm a hard-working, I'm a
It's in the music.
hard-working
It's in the movies
black
that we do.
man.
It's how we carry ourselves. If a white person here,
Crazy,
yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna get money, shoot him up, bang bang. If a nigga want a problem with me, blah 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 blah. So how can you be mad at how they? If we walk in a run, if
60
five
seconds,
black
bro.
men walk together in a bar full of white people, of course they're gonna be like, change. Now the music is changing
So
from
how-
Kelly
Do you know they
Clarkson
sing
So
about
how
the
do
same
you-
shit,
Run
but
DMC. I get that. I get that. But I'm saying like you cannot.
So how do you? Okay, guys, give us a heart and thumbs up. Let us know if you are here. Because if that's the case,
Wow.
how do you feel about black men or black women that are married or in relationships with white people,
I don't care.
and they choose to speak on black issues?
When they die,
Well, it depends. If they say, this is my thing, I feel like you're too obsessed with black people, even if you are black and you're dating someone black and you're talking about why you don't date black people. You're too obsessed with black people.
No, I said if you are married or in a relationship with a white person
And they're advocating
or a black
for,
person,
like-
but you're advocating for black, are you going to look at them like, oh,
No.
you're a sellout?
No.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you're not talking down towards black people or saying like, okay, I don't deal with black people because of this. This is why I deal with, white people or non-black people.
Okay.
Like, to me, that is when I'll have a problem with it. But I mean, if you're
But do you have some people who feel like if you are in a biracial relationship, an interracial relationship, you shouldn't even speak on shit with the blacks because you
But
don't
I mean,
count.
what's the real?
I don't really feel that way.
You may not, but some
No,
people do.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't really feel like a person is selling out because of the person they love. Like, we can't control who the hell
And
we
that all
love.
goes back to you being able to be with your best friend husband.
But now, what?
I'm sorry.
I just got lost. But anyway,
Get fired.
but anyway,
30 second show.
but anyway, all I'm saying is if a black man is with a white woman, I'm not gonna say he's sold out. Now, if he just be like, yeah, fuck them niggas.
Right.
Now he sold out.
Yeah,
Like,
right, now-
like remain black while with her though. Don't like cross those lines. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Like, I'm
Nobody knows.
I don't know. It's all
another
confusing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's to each his own. But for me, I just don't want to. I don't want to look at the next black man and just think all this negative shit. Like, I feel like with the state the world is in, for us black men, like, I don't even want to disagree with a black man right now.
Okay.
Because it's like, my nigga, we got enough targets on our back. I don't want to add another one to you. So it's like, you go ahead about your business if we can't get along because we got a bigger war that's on the way. And that's just my mindset. Like,
All right, we moving on to the next
Damn.
two questions. Is
This
our
will be
last
to
few.
be continued next week because I got something that goes with that.
Oh, for real? So wait, will we to be continued?
No, I'm talking about what he said.
Okay.
So go back here.
So we going back to the questions?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so the last two questions of the night, because they kind of run into each other. Is Trump making racist people more comfortable? Has anyone, as the viewers or y'all on pen, has anyone experienced racism firsthand since Trump has been in office?
Okay, so those are the questions. Is Trump making, or has he made racist people more comfortable? And have you experienced any type of racism while Trump was in office? Chelsea?
It was. See, I don't. What do you consider? If a person feel my braids, is that somebody being racist?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah.
And they not black?
Yeah, they white.
Wait a minute,
Now
what?
that felt, yeah. Now that I went out to Fells Point, and I love the live bands that are down there. Like, I really love the
Yeah, they
bands.
do have some.
And it was a man. I was there with someone else, and it was a man that was there, and I knew all the songs and stuff like that, and everybody was having a good time, and I had braids in, and he started like feeling my braids, and he was like, I really like your braids, and I felt uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't like, I didn't feel like I needed to get mad either.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody touching your hair that's white is racist.
No, that's why I was asking. Like the
You
action
said
that
it
they
is.
did, is that considered them being?
So
That's a racist.
can we
That's a
explain-
racist
Can you
act.
explain
yeah,
that?
I don't think that was racist.
Yeah, I don't think. How is that?
Them, okay,
So-
so
oh,
somebody
try that in your bush.
if they touch my hair, I'm gonna be like, stop touching my hair.
I don't see it.
I don't think it
I
was
mean, like I
racist.
said, it's from person to person. For me, to me that's like, okay, yeah, you shouldn't be touching my hair. I'm not a pet, not a dog. Now,
Like if a white person was like, "Oh my God, this is so cool."
I mean, it's like
even
it's
when I
very
wear my bush,
microaggressive.
They'll be like, she's like, I just love your hair.
I mean, and like I said, I don't really
You know what I'm
have.
saying?
Because they don't have it.
Yeah, like I never look at it like you're being racist because you touched my bush.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Now I think, like, when you start thinking like that, it's like, bro, you're just too sensitive.
It's like you looking for.
Yeah.
You look,
But people
you
do
think
touch
you're
your
looking
hair.
for
racism.
For people to touch
You're
your
looking
hair.
for a reason to play victim.
But for people to touch your hair.
You're looking for a reason to
Now,
play victim.
Candace, you up now? Somebody touch your hair.
Now, if they touched it and was like, "Oh, this nigga hair isn't bad,"
Now that's racist.
that's racist.
Right.
That's racist.
Oh,
Even
they
if
tell you
it's
say,
touching your hair,
I love you guys' hair.
That's
You
racist.
guys, that's very
That's
microaggressive. Like they should. To be honest, nobody should just be touching your hair without saying like, okay.
We
can I
do
touch
it to
your hair?
each other.
Just say
Girl,
like, can I
who
touch
did
your
that?
hair?
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, a white person doing that, a white person doing that, it has an underline. I can hear my
Right.
ancestors saying, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like why
I
you
can
let that
hear
white
it.
person talk touching you? But then I had a conversation with a teacher who was she was
This
like,
is funny.
she was like, yeah, I'm a
Are y'all
Spanish teacher. She was like, I'm a Spanish teacher, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, that's cool. Da, da, da. She was like, I was like, well, how do you feel about teaching kids? I think they were like high school kids. And she was like, oh my God, Daquan gives me the most all this trouble. And I'm like, well, why you gotta talk about Daquan?
Because Daquan is giving her the most trouble. She just, oh my
I
God.
felt like she wanted
Really?
now something like that. I was like,
Oh, see now.
why you gotta talk about Daquan? Why can't you talk about Arnold?
See now.
Why y'all talking about Daquan?
See.
Because I'm gonna relate. Because I'm black. I'm gonna relate to Daquan, and he only wants to know how to say dick and pussy in Spanish.
You know what?
Ignorance.
You know what? So now the white teachers can't.
Look at his face.
Now the white teachers can't. If you say who gets on your nerves in the classroom, he can't say.
Oh my God,
Daquan.
In the inner city, right?
I used to give my teachers the fucking blues.
And I bet you could give your supervisors the blues too. That's
No,
why
I keep supervising. I
It's
never.
like I'm joking.
I never
In the inner
crossed
city, how
I
many
never
white
crossed
kids
the
is in the
T.
classroom though?
Yeah, I never crossed the T.
You know what I mean?
I don't become friends with supervisors because, like I said, I don't ever want to feel a type of way if you gotta chastise me. I don't want to take it personal. So, but I'm just saying, like, I'm one who's very transparent. Yo, I wasn't bad in class, but I would go to school and get in class and like, yo, I need to go to nerves just to be out of the classroom. And if the fuck my teacher went and had a conversation with you and said, yo, who gives you the most problems? And if it just happens to be Candace, that's who gave me the most problems for today. I'm not. Is it okay for you to say, well, you're a racist because why would you say that Candace is the one that gave you the most problems? Because the fuck she is. Like, so I'm
Can't think of that.
Look at what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
it is just, you know, I think that's deep.
Yeah.
If you thinking that if you ask somebody about their day, now there's a difference between saying, oh my God, the little colored boy Daquan got on my nerves.
Then it gets different.
That's racist. But if it just so happened that Daquan is the one that got on my nerves, how am I racist?
It
Because
was funny.
his
I
mama
wouldn't
named him
I
Daquan.
wouldn't say that would
You
be
would have
necessary.
assumed Candace was white.
I wouldn't assume that is like necessarily racist. But okay, so the question was, do you feel like Trump is making racist people more comfortable to come out and be racist, be openly racist? I use an example. I say yes because I definitely feel like those damn monuments and shit should be torn down.
Okay.
I really do. And the fact that people are like saying no, they shouldn't be, is them speaking out to say, okay, yeah, I agree with what this person stood
Which
for.
monuments?
And
All the white monuments?
yeah, like the white monuments, people who like either own slaves or fought for slavery, stuff like that. I feel like they should be torn down, and I feel like
But they are coming down as we speak.
not all of them, no, not all of them. I feel, but this is the thing. It's like, okay, people are like
And they putting up
protesting.
more black monuments now too.
Yeah, that is true. But I feel like people are like protesting for them to stay up.
I got a question. How many people in this room actually went to view these fucking monuments?
Never did.
Right. So it's like, yo,
we had to in the academy.
Oh, y'all did? Of the racist people.
Like, yeah, of the racist people. I don't know if it was racist. Like I said, I'm not one that ever pays attention, but I do know like we had to go like visit different.
but that's because of
statues, but
the line of work, right?
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, we focus on the wrong shit. I don't give a fuck about that monument that's on this ground that they own, clearly, because we buy houses but don't never own our land. So let's get that clear. So this shit ain't for us. They ain't got time to worry about no monument. But I am worried about the fact that my little 12-year-old black son can't walk to the corner store because you may think that he doing something and want to kill him. Like, that's a real issue. But monuments, who cares about these? Who cares about give me my 40 acres in the mill. Nobody talks about that anymore. That statement that our grandparents used, that was real.
Well, that's
Black
cool
folks
shit.
were supposed to get that.
No, that is.
If-
But I'm also concerned about my son or daughter not being able to walk to the store.
No, I'm
without
concerned about that too.
without getting injured. But I'm also concerned that he or she can't walk to the store either because she might get struck with a stray bullet.
I mean,
So you get what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't feel like that has anything to do with race. And that's just me. Like, you know, I forget where it was where she, you know, was sitting in the car. Her kids were sitting in the car, and she was gonna go get the other son out of like dance or something, and a straight bullet went and killed her fucking 9-year-old. You get what I'm saying? So she can't. So you can't even park your kid, leave your kid in the car. You know, me personally, my niece, 5 years old, pedaling her fucking tricycle bike over in South Baltimore, 5, got shot in the head with a straight bullet. So it's she's still living, glory to God. But what I'm saying is that that's not okay or safe and sane for me as well. So it's not only now y'all, I guess, have to worry about the law enforcement doing it, but I gotta worry about us doing it. So it's just like it goes hand in hand. We can't just always place everything on something happening because people are white men.
now, see, I was never
You know,
placing.
I feel like we
was
can't
placing
compare
it in.
those two.
Yeah,
I do.
They two different separate issues.
People getting killed for no fucking reason.
I agree,
I mean,
but
that is true, but I mean, they ain't getting killed because they black. She ain't get a straight bullet caught in her head because she was black.
But she caught a straight bullet because 2 niggas was beefing.
I mean,
Like,
and that,
so
but that.
we justify.
no.
At all.
We justify shit so
I'm not
bad
Candace,
it's ridiculous.
Candace, I ain't
Listen,
justifying it
we
at
saying
all.
there's
It's
two
not-
separate issues
it's
though.
not-
So we can't
it's not
use
connected to-
we can't use a black on black issue to justify them killing the man.
I wasn't using it as a justification.
But that's what I'm saying.
I
We
wasn't-
got to address those separately.
Okay.
We need to address our community. But what we're talking about is the fucking excessive hate from the people supposed to be protecting our
us,
cities.
right.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So that's not justified, and that's never okay.
Never.
You get what I'm saying?
Not justified
Like,
at all.
I don't even want to talk about
I
that.
was talking
But
about
what I'm saying is before we got
Story
to
scenario.
yeah, but I'm saying because you said but we can't say that, but then this happened.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can't compare the two. It's like neither of them should happen, but we won't use what they're doing to justify. You get what I'm saying?
Like Breonna Taylor was just outrageous.
Yeah, that
Something like
situation.
that.
Like I said, we talked
I
about it.
don't
We
know.
talked about it last week.
and like issues like that, like what happened to your niece. Once upon a time in a black neighborhood, that would have been dealt with. That wouldn't have just been okay.
But violence is not always the answer.
But I'm not saying in the sense of violence being the answer, but I'm saying in the sense of a black men protecting their community. They would have never shot a bullet while kids was outside.
Yeah. It used to be no.
In the projects, before something happened, they sent all women and kids in the house. Then you heard gunshots. That's how it worked. You get what I'm saying?
Everybody. It's like
But I'm not. I don't.
15.
I'm not saying we should be killing or shooting.
I might say the status of
I
our
just think
community.
that
right
I'm just
now-
saying.
Choose what is. Yeah, next.
I mean, the status of our community right now. I mean, the status.
Seriously, I'm probably not the best person to have this conversation with.
I mean, maybe not. But I mean, just to compare, like, you know, the safety status of our community, what's going on internally within our community with black people and, you know, having situations like what you brought up, stuff like that happening, then comparing it to, okay, people who are supposed to be protecting us, which one holds more rank? Even though I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But let's take it as, okay, this person is supposed to be protecting us. These people just had an argument.
No, it's the same. No, I don't agree with that.
What you mean?
Because that's what I just said. The
Shout out
black
to the
man,
people supposed to be protecting us
the
until we let our
black
lives
man
be
should be
protected,
protecting the
molest our
community.
kids.
They
Like-
should be protecting the community, bro. Like a black men should be protecting the community.
Should be, but
Kevin said, "Who said I want to do that?"
And
I mean,
that's
not to say
that's-
it should be black people, you know.
Get your vest.
But I mean, it's not. I feel like that's a very generalized statement. I feel like I can't.
bro. That's just how it once was.
And I mean, I
But it's
understand
like
that.
now everybody about self, and now we got women on welfare who raising 20 kids by themselves while the nigga just doing whatever. Like the structure is destroyed, but originally, the man is a protector. That's like somebody breaking in your house and you tell your girl, man, go up there and see what he doing. What the fuck? What? How?
But y'all talked about me knocking on the buildings for the snow about my parking spot.
What?
See?
What happened?
That was
Oh, the black man stayed in the car. Stayed in the
You know
car.
what? You know what?
The question was, and we got 2 more minutes.
A damn parking spot.
That is trifling. I don't know. I love conversations like this because I can go on all day. Y'all know I love the debate, but it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes
They say if black
we
people
make
really
excuses.
came together, it's gonna be a dangerous.
Yo, it would be
And
crazy,
that's
yo.
what I'm saying in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'll.
I feel like we would be
if
so
we
great
look
together.
just like the whole 19 families coming together, okay, that's wonderful, right? But that's a wonderful thing. But I feel like we are conditioned, brainwashed. It's like let's say they got 2 corner carryouts, right, on opposite sides of the street. This place make 10,000, the other place make 11,000. Now it's like a competition.
Which one?
I'm talking about between the two.
Oh, okay.
Between the 2 stores. It's like now it's like a black people make up like this competition. Like, oh, so what y'all think y'all bet? Like, what y'all do to get $11,000 and why we got 10,000?
You talking about 2 black stores?
Yeah, like with the 19
okay.
families, it creates like a competition versus Jews. They really like, well, outside looking in,
So are you
they're
saying
really
like we
like
always?
blocked
Are
in.
you saying like
No,
it's
that's
like
true.
We don't like seeing
Are
people.
you saying we
do-
compete?
Yeah,
black
against
people compete
each
with
other. Yeah, we don't like seeing the next
Oh,
person.
absolutely. Look at the people here. You got people that fucking popping, doing hair,
Yeah.
and everything else. And bitches don't want to give up their vendors. They don't want to help put you on because they feel like you got to do the leg work yourself, or we don't want somebody. So I mean, we do it. We.
It's done.
I just feel like,
It's
that particular situation, I mean, to me, it's like, okay, dang, am I going to give somebody the Krabby Patty secret recipe just so they can make a little bit more money?
But
like
just so they can make a little bit more money. So my thing is, I'm a firm believer of what's for me is for me. And I can fucking have you sit here and you can tell me you about to go start your own show. That's not going to ever make me feel like I'm not going to bring you on even because guess
Right.
what? Who's supposed to be here for me is going to be here for me. And the man that guides my life, if I believe that God gives me what my heart truly desires, that ain't got shit to do with what you want to do.
Right.
Like, you do your thing. You do your podcast thing. You do I don't ever be like, oh, I don't want her to come here because I don't know who's going to. I don't fucking give a fuck. What she got going on has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, somebody
what
said-
you have going on has nothing to do with me. I think that all goes into maybe somebody not believing in their own shit.
Yeah.
Now, I had a real life situation with that, right?
You know, reach one, teach one.
I had a real life situation with that scenario. Like somebody asking questions about something you do, and it's like you had a moments where you like, I don't know if I want to give you my formula. So my issue with the experience that I had with that was, it's one thing if I say, Kevin, this is how you produce a song.
Okay.
This is what you'll need to produce a song. And you like, okay, so he taught me this, I'm going to make this my own. It's a difference from doing that than me going on online and you become me. That's weird.
Right.
Why are we identical at this point? You get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have to look like my teacher. I could just learn from him and grow from what he taught me. But there's some people who just want the platform just to do the same stuff.
Yeah.
Now that bothers me. I ain't gonna lie.
Just do your part. As
Okay.
an individual, do your part. Like
Sorry,
we said with
my shorts and all
the
showing
the
off and I ain't
podcast,
got no clothes on.
the podcast where the studio is located, the guy somehow ended up buying out Old Town Mall,
Okay.
right? And it's different stores, it's carryouts, it opened up to be like different boutiques and studios, and I felt you do your part. You can talk a good game. I'm black this, but what are you doing to try that to contribute to the change that you really want to see?
Okay.
And I feel like things like that, you have to do your part. Just like if I go on another podcast, whatever the case may be, it's like I don't know.
I feel like
I don't
this.
know.
Somebody
I
said,
can,
hold on, wait,
I can give you the
let's
Candy
read
Code
this.
secret book, and you ain't gonna be able to give it how I'm gonna do it. And that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm that fucking confident.
But I feel like that happens.
Period.
So
Like,
I think we can't compare. Business is a different arena though. Like business and helping, that shit different. First of all, business is competition. Business is not friendly. I don't have time to be your friend in business. When it comes to business, I need to do what I gotta do so I can get to where I'm going. I don't got time to be your friend in business. You do what you're doing over there. I'm gonna do what I'm doing over there. Business is competitive. You get what I'm saying? That's like if I own the McDonald's and you own the Burger King. I ain't gonna tell you not to put your burger on sale because my burger on sale. That don't make sense. This is business. This is not personal. So it's like I think
I think sometimes the two get clouded, and we aren't able to look.
Well, somebody said competition is like a mindset. To be honest, somebody said I can't go back because I had to exit out of the thing. But somebody said it was like it's only competition because.
Thomas said we live in a lazy thinkers world. Thomas, will explain that. What's
I
lazy
agree,
thinkers
Thomas.
world?
I like Thomas.
What's a lazy thinkers world,
Yeah.
Thomas? I mean, I definitely do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, but like I told you, my friends and stuff, they tell me I overshare because I'm willing to, take people in. Don't get me wrong, I used to also feel like, bitch, give me my credit if you know that you was inspired.
Yeah.
Give me my credit. But then at the same time, it's like, you'll get to a point where it's like, I don't need the credit. As long as I see it and I know, bitch, you know I know.
I mean, my thing with
You
that
know
is-
I know. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like,
And then my thing with that, Candace, is like helping people, like in.
I love helping people.
What
Like,
she
I
said
love
was,
helping
what
people.
she said was, Ayana Benzon. What she said you don't want to, put out to people when she's okay. So she used the whole idea of a cup. She was like, your cup overflows. What's inside of the cup is for you, but what overflows outside of the cup is for everybody else. So you definitely don't want to have your cup on E or nothing inside your cup and you still giving, because at the end of the day you're gonna be taking from yourself. And to me, that has nothing to do with race. And I mean, that's just like, okay, look, I'm sorry, I can't give this to you, and I know my cup.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like the example I gave about like the producing thing, right? I can tell you what tools you need to do it. But am I going to sit down and give you my whole formula? Negative. Okay. Because if I sat down and gave you my whole formula, not even just that, but if I sat down, if I give you the basics, you get what I'm saying? You can get into it and do it, but you can find yourself. But imagine if every producer Timbaland met, it just kept being Timbalands and Timbalands and Timbalands. He wouldn't be Timbaland.
No, absolutely. But you have people who are also selfish with even giving information. People
But listen, the same information I have, you can also get yourself.
I'm sorry, I'm just a believer that you can do the legwork, but if I have the answer to something and you don't have to do it, I'm going to help you.
I mean, if it's something minor.
No, helping and handicapping is a difference in my opinion.
Absolutely.
I think we handicap people. So helping is, say somebody doing a show. Man, I brought these lights, but it's a problem. I can't get the middle of the screen, the light, like the side of the screen. And it's like, okay, you could tell that this person made an effort to do what needs to be done. And you're like, well, listen, I'm going to come and show you how to set it up. But for a person to be like, hey, can you give me a list of name all of the equipment that you have? Can you tell me how you use it, when you use it? It's like, hold up, wait a minute.
They do that shit on YouTube.
But do you get my point?
And give you everything.
And who taught you?
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube, right? Or whatever sources you may have. So
I just was blessed along the way. I've had some people that are even watching that has helped me along the way. Like I actually believe, like you said, you put out what you attract, and I just don't haven't attracted selfish people. And it's like sometimes if you could, I will do the legwork. But again, I'm not just helping anybody. Like if you're not serious about your stuff, I'm not even about. I can tell you, but I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to this. I'm supposed to say, oh, we're going to have a conversation, and that's going to be that.
Yeah.
But if you are fucking serious and you trying, or you need whatever, I'm gonna help you, and I'm not gonna feel like that's gonna gonna take away or you're gonna come in and do what I did. Think about it. For me personally, I bring business owners on here. I've brought people who wanted to start doing things like this. I've even brought people in my lane and all of that to shine light on all of that because I don't care. Like my overall goal is to have a platform to expose people to different things, to get you. Look, if you just started your business and you don't have a following, guess what? Come on, help me tell us about your business. You may get 1 or 2 people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not that. Maybe it's just because of where I am and the thing that my platform stands for is sharing is caring. And if you think you know everything in the room, you're a fool. So I like to learn from others, hear it out, because I don't know everything. So I just want us as a people to not always feel like this is for me. I can't take it. You can't. I can't even get you back. Why?
Yeah.
Who do you serve?
Yeah, and I honestly feel like it's a time.
I agree with that. But it's different from helping and doing it. That's all I'm saying. Like, let me help you, but don't come to me like, yo, I want to start a management company. Can you write down everything that I need to do? And it's like, whoa, let's talk about what's your vision for your company. And let's talk about what you may need. Don't have me create your business plan while you sitting there watching and listening.
Okay.
Somebody said, you better preach, Candace.
That's not cool.
Your own sister said, Candace will help.
I will. That's just me. Do I always get it? No. But my thing is, I look at it all as sowing seeds. I'm going to sow my seeds while I can. Because my blessing not going to come from Chelsea. My blessing not going to come from Kevin. My blessing not going to come from Medusa. My blessing going to come from him. Because a lot of times we let ourselves down expecting us from the people that we are giving, and doing for. And we let ourselves down. But once you realize that your blessing comes from the man above, everything else is irrelevant. Sow your seeds. Water them, plant them, because you never know where you may go and when somebody may need to help you.
In conclusion.
And in conclusion with that, I am Miss Vibrations.
Do your shit. Learn your shit.
Learn
Whatever
your
you
shit.
want to do, learn it.
Do it.
You can sit there and somebody can write it down all day, but that doesn't mean that you internalize it and you learn it to make it your own. When you have a special gift, you're supposed to take it and make it your own, because then you're going to be upset why people are comparing you to 33 different people, and that's because you have tried to become 33 different people instead of just being your one.
Right. So again, you can get the playbook, that don't mean you're going to execute.
You can roll around in floors and drink cans of steel all day, but you'll never be Chelsea Ray.
Ooh.
That was a bar a little bit.
Yeah, bars.
Oh, damn. Can I get a studio?
You got to show some effort. I've tried.
Oh, yeah, I'll go on
You
YouTube.
said you
I already know what type of microphone I like, and I already know what type of headphones I like. I don't like auto-tune. I think my voice is loud enough.
So, you guys, anything else, you guys? Look, with Kevin being this co-host for the next few weeks, the show has been 2 hours every damn Wednesday.
I don't even know.
I don't know what's going on.
Maybe we putting too much on the docket. I don't know.
But I am loving it, you guys. And y'all are here, y'all leave.
We got a whole schedule,
y'all come out. Y'all leave, y'all come out. And y'all have been with me through this whole journey, through wardrobe malfunctions, camera malfunction, every malfunction. And I just want to say thank you to all of y'all. Most of all, I give glory and honor to God first, because my dream and my vision is starting to come more and more into fruition. And I just want you guys to know I appreciate you all, but most importantly, Jesus, I appreciate you for even giving me someone, a producer, to be able to help build this team even more, along with other things that I have going on. And I'm just very grateful,
Yeah.
You are what you attract. If you don't like the life you have, go out and create the life you want. And on that note, we will see you next Wednesday.
We try to keep it at an ad when it's